season of catastrophic falls.
That hurt.
We'll hear from your favorite contestants.
Croissant.
Call me.
And show you some ridiculous, never-before-seen antics. All from beautiful Venice Beach, California. Join us as we honor our first season with a countdown. It's Wipeout's 25 most memorable moments. Welcome, everybody. I'm John Anderson, and joining me, as always, the Gilligan to my Skipper, the Ernie to my Bert, it's John Henson.
Thank you, John. We have moved the party down here to Venice Beach while a brand new, bigger and better obstacle course is being built for next season.
How about that, huh? Also here with us, the third member of our Wipeout team. You know her, you love her. It's Jill Wagner.
Say hi, Jill.
Guys, it's great to be here. I can't believe the summer season has ended.
I know, sadly it has, Jill, but the great news is we're here to take a look back at the 25 most memorable moments of the first Wipeout season.
Right you are, Johnny. And your favorite contestants are going to be here as well, people. We'll be catching up with them throughout the show.
We'll also be showing you some amazing, never-before-seen moments, including footage of some of us running the course.
You ready to get the countdown started? This next contestant made a connection with the big balls that will forever stay in our minds.
Let's take a look at Chris Lakawa and memorable moment number 25. Working his way up to the big balls, 23-year-old Chris Lakawa. Chris said he'd like to use his winnings to pay for law school.
Oh! That's a first. And we should see that again, don't you think?
Yeah, John, a lot of people have different strategies on the big balls. There's on the big balls, off the big balls. This is the first time we've ever seen somebody try to go through the big balls. I don't even know if that counts as a wipeout, but I like it.
I love that guy. All right, our next moment comes from one of our most memorable contestants.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, moment number 24, Heather Lawrence, officially our worst contestant ever.
Back at the top of our course, we have the extremely flexible Heather Lawrence. She looks confident and ready to attack.
Here she is giving Jill her strategy.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Well, I'm gonna watch her and have fun doing it.
She's on the course now and a force to be reckoned with, John.
Wait a second. Are you watching what I'm watching?
Sorry, I guess I'm just buying into the hype, John.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Yeah, this really isn't the competitive spirit I thought I'd see here.
Wait a second. What is this, John?
She's just kind of easing herself into the mud. We have not seen this before, ever.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Oh, boo.
Heather continuing with the none is more approach.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Heather, it's no fun for anyone if you don't even try the stunts.
I feel like an idiot.
Don't say that. You're not an idiot. You're lazy. There's a difference.
Now what's she doing?
I quit!
Don't think of it as quitting, Heather. Think of it as winning the award for the worst contestant in Wipeout history.
All right, next up is a contestant who is a true triple threat, Johnny. He sang, he danced, he conquered the Wipeout zone.
John, he is this generation's Sinatra.
Well, he certainly did it his way with an unforgettable performance.
This skateboarder took the 50 grand and then skated into America's hearts with a little ditty that has become Wipeout's unofficial theme song.
Moment number 23, the Wakefield.
Whoa!
He skated through the qualifier with ease, took home a cool $1,000 by doing the best of all the contestants on the sweeper, and dominated the Dreadmill.
Heading into the Wipeout zone, Wakefield looked like the man to beat, even if his strategy wasn't the best.
What's your strategy for going through this?
I'm just gonna try not to poo in my wetsuit.
Okay.
Exactly. Jim powered through the Wipeout zone despite some trouble on the spinner and the launch pads.
But it was his performance at the finish line that was the perfect capper to a spectacular day.
It was the moment that made him memorable. Jim Wakefield's victory song and dance.
Wipeout, you're my favorite show. Wipeout, why?
Now, as a part of our summer Wipeout concert series, here to perform his hit single Wipeout off his album Big Balls Be Buggin', Mr. Jim Wakefield.
Let's have it.
Wipeout, you're my favorite show. Wipeout, you're also the safest show on TV. Wipeout, night owl, you're my little baby.
I have to ask, Jim, you've become famous for a little dance on the show that we like to call the Wakefield. John attempted it once.
I've been banned.
Hurt his sciatic nerve. Give us a little example of the Wakefield for the people. The little.
Can you do that? Nice.
All right, thank you very much, Jim Wakefield, everyone. Man won $50,000, doesn't own a shirt. All right, our next moment comes from a nursing student who had, how shall I say,
However you'd like.
a tremendous ballside manner.
Let's go to moment number 22. Stat! Enjoy Kamisha Thomas and her big ball checkup.
Our nursing student now preparing to examine the big balls.
So scared to do these balls.
Why is she going so slowly? Well, it's a very delicate procedure, John. Okay, she really is taking her time here. This is a thorough examination.
Guys, what are we supposed to do? She won't move.
Well, if the objective is to stay on the ball as long as possible, I believe we found our winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, really too bad that technique didn't work out for her, Johnny. Now, let's get to our first never-before-seen moment of this broadcast.
We gave the parking lot security guard from Jimmy Kimmel Live, Guillermo, a chance at our Wipeout zone. Here's how it all went down. Take a look.
Guillermo started as usual on the killer surf. This is the part of killer surf you don't usually see. All those flights of stairs to the top.
Yeah, John, unfortunately for Guillermo, that gives you a lot of time to contemplate whether or not you really want to do this.
A couple more steps, buddy. We got to stunt something. How about we just have a look over the edge? I'll hold on to your life vest.
No, I don't want to do this. I'm scared. This is not an American dream.
I don't know what he's so nervous about. He's wearing water wings.
I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, just, yeah.
Wait a minute, did he just... no. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
I'm afraid like my heart touches. It might stop and...
No, I don't think anybody's heart's ever stopped in the Wipeout zone.
Well, not yet, but let the man finish.
I'm afraid. When it comes to this, and the dentist, I'm a chicken, honest. I admit it, I'm a chicken. I don't want to do this.
Eventually, with a little help from our stuntman, he decided to give it a shot. Gives the thumbs up, and he's off down our foam-covered ramp. Launching, and look at that huge splash.
John, I think if his heart did stop, the cold water shocked it back to life.
Well, then it was on to the barrel run, where Guillermo didn't really run, and he clearly forgot about the barrels.
Oh, yeah, this is a technique we have not yet seen on the barrel run. It's called cowering in fear. Oh. Oh.
In the end, it was all just too much.
I quit.
And Guillermo quit.
I quit.
Yeah, I know, you already said that. Jill, what's up next?
Thanks, guys. Now, we've got some never-before-seen footage of how you guys spend your downtime when you're not in the booth. Now, I never realized what fast friends you two have become. Let's take a look.
Everybody gather round, 'cause here we go. Running hand in hand, 'cause we got so much to show. We're together, it's forever till the end. Everybody's happy and there's time to spend, 'cause we're great friends. You know we are great friends. Yes, we are.
happen.
Great friends.
I'm not embarrassed to say it. I had a wonderful time.
The feeling, Johnny, you know, it's mutual. I mean, you were like the brother I never had.
Thank you.
Even though I have two brothers. Now, we move on to our next moment. It's Mr. Excitement, Isaac Alvarez. He gave us one of our most revealing moments of the summer. It was a borderline indecent moment of the summer.
I agree. He lost his balance, he lost his forward motion, and what he lost next made even the big balls blush.
Courtesy of Isaac Alvarez, here is moment number 21.
Now at the top of the course, we have Isaac Alvarez. Isaac says he's a fantastic basketball player, even though he's only 5'7".
Guys really got to know how to jump.
Wow, look at that. Mad hops, huh?
Oh, this is hard, huh? You guys weren't kidding about the mud.
Yeah, he's wearing the new ground Jordans, John, guaranteed to shave a foot off your vertical.
So that strategy didn't work so well. Maybe he's got something new for the final three.
Well, you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, do the exact same thing again.
Hey, shoot! That's it. I'm gonna lose the pants.
Mr. Excitement trying to get that 50 grand $1 at a time.
Oh, this is not a pretty sight.
Let's give the man some privacy.
Well, John, you know, there have been many great obstacles this summer, but I know one is especially near and dear to your heart.
Well, we have had some good times on the sweeper all year, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the spikes of doom? Oh, I love those.
Yeah, that was a toothbrush.
Whatever. I just want to take a look at moment number 20, Kyle Adler and Jaron Joshu squaring off on the sweep.
Ah! Cleared that! You ready? You ready? I was born ready.
And it all comes down to Jaron and Kyle.
I just want you to know I went to the Olympics for jumping over giant toothbrushes.
They're not toothbrushes, Kyle. They're spikes of doom.
Toothbrushes.
I'm trying to have a good time here. Do you mind?
Ah! I ain't even breathing hard. Ah! Ah! Uh-oh, that was cute. You practice that? Getting tired? Getting tired? Oh, taking candy from a baby. Oh, that's starting to hurt. You done? You should just jump off.
Oh, and Jaron goes. No, wait. He's pulling himself back up, but he needs to hurry before the sweeper comes back around. He's up and he's back down.
That was amazing. Take a look at this. Jaron, arms and legs akimbo, unable to right himself despite that winning body language of his.
You'd be happy with an hour of sweeper, wouldn't you?
Delighted.
I'm telling you what. Well, our next moment, well, it's not just one moment. It's a collection of many moments provided by one of our favorite Wipeout contestants.
Yeah, North Carolina native Travis Mitchell ran a 4.3 in high school.
But not supposed to tell anybody that.
Oh, that's right. It's a big secret. He also ran his mouth even faster, earning him the nickname Mouth of the South.
He had Carolina and winning the 50 grand on his mind.
Sit back and enjoy moment number 19, Travis Mitchell.
Travis started his mouth moving before he even got on the course.
Okay, so you will tell me right now you're not getting in the water.
No. But the big balls called his bluff. On the sweeper, he really turned up the volume.
That dude right there is just too big. You too big. Hey, I thought white men can't jump. Whoa! That's how we do.
And from the safety of the sidelines on the dizzy dummy, Travis really enjoyed just being a spectator.
I'm glad I ain't got to go through this.
And in the end, he found that some moments require no words at all.
Oh!
You know, John, people are always stopping me on the street and asking me questions about the show. Well, I thought that I would turn the tables and ask some fans a few questions. Take a look. What is your favorite obstacle on Wipeout?
Dizzy dummy, the punching wall.
The sweeper.
The sweeper,
Oh, yeah.
that thing.
I like the one where you're jumping across the balls.
The big balls.
The big balls.
Who is your favorite host of Wipeout?
Probably Jill.
Jill Wagner. Yeah. That's a good response. Who's your favorite host of Wipeout?
I'm gonna say John Anderson.
Okay.
Sorry.
Who would you most like to see get nailed by the sucker punch wall?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bill Clinton.
President Bush.
Paris Hilton. My boss. My brother.
My son, Jonathan.
You.
Who is your favorite host on Wipeout?
I would have to say Jill.
Jill Wagner.
Jill? Oh, definitely Jill.
How about your favorite host named John?
John Anderson.
John Anderson.
The handsome one.
Okay. If you were to win Wipeout, what would you do with the 50 grand?
Shopping.
I'm gonna buy a racetrack with a horse.
So basically you want to get into legalized gambling?
Yeah.
Shopping on Rodeo Drive.
Like an off-track thing?
Yeah.
I pay my car off. I pay my student loans off.
Maybe open up a Keno franchise or some other kind of bookmaking venture?
Yeah.
Buy me an anaconda.
Buy you an anaconda.
I'd buy a bus and pick up all my squatter friends and go traveling.
Nice, man. Shoot for the stars, right? Totally. Tell me, who is your favorite host on Wipeout, and what is it about me that you like so much?
Well, it'd have to be John Anderson.
John Anderson.
John Anderson.
Why do you like John Anderson?
I don't know, he's cute, you know what?
Yeah, no, he's really cute and he's funny. He's wonderful, Katie.
Yeah.
I think we're done here. It's unbelievable. John, you could say our next moment was absurd.
And you're gonna, aren't you?
I am indeed. Boxer Sam Mohan had a rock-hard stomach that could take a punch. She was like Mike Tyson, only without the ear biting and the face tattoo.
Well, then let's go down to ringside for heavyweight moment number 18, Sam Mohan versus the sucker punch.
Sam, now you're a professional boxer, and we have something called the sucker punch. I saw that, and though I don't get hit in the face that often because I am that good, yeah, I've definitely taken hits to the face, so it's gonna be no problem.
Weighing in at 140 pounds, Sam Not Lindsay Mohan. And in the blue paint, weighing in at 1 1/2 tons, the sucker punch wall.
Johnny, can you give me a rundown of the tail of the tape, please?
Absolutely. It appears a sucker punch wall has the advantage in weight, height, and number of arms. All right, you two, let's get it on.
At least we got a fair fight. I think Don King has already booked a rematch here.
Sam and the wall feeling each other out. Ow! Sucker punch thrown right. 2 rights, another right.
They're all rights, John. It only has a right. Oh, and the sucker punch connects with a jab to the head. Can she go the distance? It's over.
Victory has been claimed, John, and its name is Sam the Champ Mohan.
Hey, here to introduce our next moment is the star of it.
Are you talking about the big balls?
No! Let's give a warm Venice Beach welcome to Carla Guy.
Carla Guy! Hi, Carla.
How you doing?
So, I gotta ask you, have friends and family been talking to you about your appearance? What are you hearing?
Yes, it's so cool. I mean, I'm a celebrity back home, and I mean, people stop me on the street and they're like, "Oh my God, you're the reason I watched that show," and I'm like, "Cool."
See, I knew that because John's not the reason they watch the show, even though he says that a lot.
Wait a minute
Now, could you do us a favor then and introduce our next memorable moment?
Let's go, 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 go for moment number 17.
Next up are the big balls.
The what, John?
The big balls. All she has to do is cross the bridge of bouncy balls. Oh, man, we have to see that one again.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
No, it wasn't.
Remember, America, we told you that 2 out of 3 of us had actually done some of the Wipeout obstacles. Well, guess what? First one, no surprise, of course. It's the very brave Jill Wagner. Jill, you want to tell us about that?
Well, guys, when someone challenges me, you know, I just got to do it. And that is why I couldn't help but take Nick Lewis up on his wager in the Wipeout zone.
Right, now tell me about the launch pads, the little trampolines.
Well, I don't buy that you can jump from one to another, and maybe I'll watch some other people.
I've done it before.
I'll give you $10, Jill. Go do it right now on the spot.
Okay, first one. The next one. And done.
See, no problem, all you Wipeout contestants. So, man up. Back to you guys.
All right, very impressive, Jill. Thank you very much.
Our next moment, story as old as time itself.
Yeah, talking wrecking ball meets girl, talking wrecking ball falls in love with girl, talking wrecking ball sweeps girl off her feet. I love the classics, John.
Oh, I know you do. The girl in our Wipeout love story was Jessica Bertoni. Her suitor would not take no or running for her life as an answer.
Number 16, the wrecking ball romance.
Who's this?
Well, this is 25-year-old animal lover Jessica Bertoni.
I'm in love.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm gonna get a closer look at you.
Mr. Wrecking Ball, please.
Let's get married.
This is upsetting. Well, Wrecking Ball obviously in love with Jessica Bertoni, who is... Stop.
How about a kiss on the cheek?
The softest kiss the Wrecking Ball can give may not be soft enough for animal lover Jessica Bertoni. We'll have to see.
Come here, baby.
Jessica running well, passing the 30-second mark, doing well so far.
Oh, boy. This isn't even the hard part yet.
I know. Meeting each other's family will be the hard part.
Oh, my goodness.
You hang there.
Animal lover Jessica Bertoni, the beauty, trying not to kiss the beast.
Sorry, honey, it's my job.
Not good.
Don't take it personally. You always hurt the one you love.
No, she is finished at 123.
That was hard from the beginning. My legs are out of shape.
It's okay, Jessica. I'm out of shape, too.
And right now in our audience with Jill Wagner is Jessica Bertoni.
Thanks, guys. Hi, Jessica. Welcome back.
Hello, thank you.
So, are you and the wreck still together?
Happier than ever.
All right, thanks. Back to you guys.
Well, our new obstacle course is being built. We're here at Venice Beach in sunny California.
Yeah, and I think the big balls like it here, John.
They do indeed, but don't get too attached to the ocean view, boys. You're going right back to work next season.
True dat indeed. Now back to the countdown.
That's right. Contestants of all shapes and sizes have attacked our qualifier, which brings us to moment number 15.
Over at the Leap of Faith now, we find an exhausted Paul Martin. Paul weighs 105 pounds dripping wet. And as you can see, the rope is actually thicker than he is. One good swing, and he will be over. He'll be right where he was, actually. With only the top 16 times advancing, Paul needs to dig deeper here. He's lost valuable time. He's also lost his shoe. Let's go back and see where he lost it. Well, it's not there. Or there. There it is. So I'm guessing Paul lost the shoe somewhere in here. Right. Shoe, rest in peace.
John, time and time again this season, we have witnessed the competitive drive and spirit inside so many of our contestants. Our course, too, it's had its share of nail biters and photo finishes.
And so we bring you moment number 14, our closest finish, courtesy of the Dreadmill.
The Dreadmill was a treadmill that hummed along at 15 miles an hour.
Contestants had to navigate their way through a series of 3 doors to reach a final platform, all while being assaulted by ferocious, man-eating tennis balls.
If they fell, well, they ended up there in that pit of flour and toxic waste and had to start again.
Yes!
Contestant David Gorel was on the bubble, posting a less than stellar time of 4 minutes, 36 seconds.
And right on his heels was this man, breakdancing Ingle Katending.
It was a battle for the last spot in the Wipeout zone.
And it was a nail-biter.
It is our memorable moment, number 14. Now Ingle, set to go, looking to advance to the Wipeout zone at Gorel's expense.
Good strategy.
Wow, Ingle took a blast to the behind and slowed the treadmill down. I really hope that pays off for him.
It looks like Ingle's strategy's paying off. He's really cruising now.
Wow, he's doing really well.
Ingle Katending, well on his way to the Wipeout zone, just 5 feet away from... Oh! Ingle has fallen off. Now that's got to take so much out of him, both physically and certainly in terms of the clock.
Here he goes.
Engel now steps away from his shot at $50,000. The seconds ticking away, closing the distance. Can he beat the clock? Can he do it?
Oh, no. Misses by less than 1/10 of a second. An unbelievable turn of events. Let's go down now to Jill. She has David.
David,
Yeah.
you are moving on to the wipeout zone. You have beat Engel by milliseconds.
I told myself I wouldn't cry. That guy showed a lot of heart, and he didn't give up.
David got a little choked up there, huh? Looks like he was touched by an Engel.
And ladies and gentlemen, right here in our Venice Beach audience, Mr. David Goro, who's down with Jill.
David, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here.
Okay, now walk me through that memorable moment.
Until you're up there doing it, you just have no idea how mentally and physically draining it is. I had fallen into the pit twice, and I was ready to quit, and just something inside of me just would not let it go. I had come that far. I couldn't walk away.
Now, remind me of that battle cry that you were really famous for now, by the way.
Come on now, give me some!
Hey, great job. Back to you guys.
All right, up next is more never-before-seen Wipeout footage. Now, everyone knows how much we love Jill Wagner.
Love Jill Wagner.
Absolutely. You could not find a better sideline reporter, truly. But there was one week when someone sneaked past our security guards and decided to give Jill a run for her money. Jill?
Yeah, that's right, guys. Here is the never-before-seen footage of that fierce competition.
In one corner, we have Jill Wagner. In the other corner, a squirrel.
All the rodents in the house say, yo.
What?
Ah, yes, that is right, Jill. Hear me, fear me, and don't come near me. I have not had my shots.
And up on the course, an insane 63-year-old ex-gymnast with a penchant for bird costumes. First up, Jill.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm down here with Brent. Now, what brought you here today?
Well, what do you think? My wings.
Okay.
Now her opponent, the squirrel.
You weirdo. What is up with your costume?
I'm having a little bit of trouble with my beak. It's not easy keeping it up at my age.
This guy is nuts. Trust me, I know what I am talking about.
Now let's see how they do on the course. Again, here's Jill.
And he's on to the tumble tubes.
That man is rolling faster than an acorn down the drain pipe. I shoot, I score. Save it for the course, Jill. Look, he is on to the big balls. I cannot watch, but yet I have to watch.
That was a fun one.
I agree. Wait, did you just take a point away?
Beautiful dismount.
What, are you blind? He looked like a flying burrito.
Oh, that was great. That was outstanding. It really was.
That was so lame, I must look away.
You know, Johnny, you could hear our next moment coming from a mile away.
Shane the Siren Johnson was not only one of our more vocal contestants, she also exhibited an interesting learning curve.
Yeah, and by interesting, we mean none.
None. Just steps away from the wipeout zone and the $50,000. Shane Johnson stars in our next moment. Take a look. It was on the dizzy dummy with only one spot left to advance in the wipeout zone when Shane the Siren Johnson leapt out to the lead on the tippy tables.
We have a winner, and I think our winner is not Shane.
Back to the start for Shane, where she broke out from the pack yet again. It was hers to lose, and even her fellow competitors were giving her advice.
Wait for it! Wait for it!
But Shane managed again to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
You gotta wait!
Oh, wow.
And that missed opportunity was the end of Shane's day on Wipeout. Now, our next moment featured former Miss Olympia, Iris Kyle.
Iris had the strength of 10 men, John.
Iris definitely seemed pumped up to tackle our qualifier.
Man, you can say that again, man. Let's take a look at moment number 12.
Our next contestant is Iris Kyle. I hear this guy is good. Iris. Now, she's the current Miss Olympia, Not only that, she holds 7 other bodybuilding titles. He does. She can take you out.
I have the ideal physique. I'm coming to win. I'm not coming home to take home any other number but first place. There's no one out there that can beat me.
And clearly, she is a force. Let's see how he does.
Crazy, oh my God.
She's looking surprisingly light on her feet here.
He certainly is.
Don't make her angry, John. You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
Now she's coming up in the big ball. She's not stopping. She's going balls out.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Take a look at that again.
Cannonball!
Now all she has left to do is run across that ramp, swing to the platform. Oh, almost. Yeah, if she had some muscles, maybe she'd have been able to work that out.
You know, he really wasted a lot of time there.
And you really need to work on your pronouns.
Yeah, Wipeout. Ah, it's crazy.
2 minutes, 49 seconds. Now, I don't know if that time is good enough to advance, but if she doesn't, you have to tell her.
That was hell.
Wow! Iris completely manhandled the course.
She did indeed. Our next moment comes courtesy of one of our favorite contestants.
In week 1, Jessie Duran proved that blondes do indeed have more fun.
Our go-go dancer would not stop until she reached the wipeout zone.
Take a look at the many moments that make up number 11, Jessie Duran and her stellar day here on Wipeout.
Jessie quickly and easily stole our hearts.
So I'm here with Jessie Duran. She's 20 years old now. Jessie, what do you do?
I'm a go-go dancer and I go to school.
You're a go-go dancer. Can you show me some moves?
Basically, I just move my hips like this.
Whoa! All America is watching. What do you want to say to the men out there?
Call me. I'm available.
The qualifier tested Jessie's strength, endurance, and her waterproof makeup, as well as the quality of her manicure.
She lost her nail. Can we find her nail?
Okay, for real.
She trash-talked on the sweeper.
Two of you suckers better fall, man.
She made friends on the dizzy dummy.
Jessie, tell me what's going through your head.
And then she confused us all. When she made it to the wipeout zone, no one was more surprised than Jessie herself.
I thought I was going home after the first round, so it's good to be here.
In the end, the wipeout zone got the best of her, but at least she looked good doing it. And really, that's the important thing.
Here to teach John some new moves. Who am I kidding? Here to teach John any moves, Jessie Duran. Jessie Duran! How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
How are things? You getting calls on the phones, the finger phone still?
Line doesn't stop ringing.
I bet. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but before I was a famous television host, I was an amateur go-go dancer.
You were?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Come on.
Why don't we do it at the same time? I don't have the belly button ring, but we'll give it a shot. You
We
ready?
need to get one of those.
All right.
All right.
I'm just going to stay away from
All
that.
right. I think I'm doing the Wakefield.
You are? Yeah, I think it's a good thing we might have to go. Actually, you stay, you go, and that would be terrific.
We can both go.
Thank you very much, Jessie Duran, folks.
Guys, that's the one. You know, Johnny, now anytime a person makes it through to the wipeout zone, as Jessie did, chances are they've taken a pretty solid beating to get there.
True, but what happened to this next contestant in the wipeout zone, I gotta be honest, I think his ears are still ringing to this day.
Jill, take us to our next moment.
Okay, thanks, guys. I will never forget this next moment. Leading off our top 10 moments, John Curtis and the shot heard round the world.
Okay, come on. Where's the best place? Where's the best place? There.
Looks like he's calling his shot here. The Babe Ruth of the wipeout zone, if you will.
That has got to be the hardest fall we've seen on the spinner.
Wow. John Curtis now having a difficult time battling that foam while Curtis makes his way back. Let's take another look at that spinner fall in real time.
Up next, Next, we have a dizzy dummy moment.
Oh, you know me, I love some dizzy dummy.
Everyone does, Johnny, so long as they're not on it. Now, usually the dummy is nausea-inducing in its own right. But there was the one day we did something to give it just a little bit more of an edge.
Yeah, I remember the day. We gave them a very special lunch. Take a look.
Had all this Mexican food.
Tacos.
Taquitos.
Burritos.
Sour cream.
I had a nice taco.
With a cup of concentrated Kool-Aid.
We're gonna be looking for all of that on the dizzy dummy. Back to you guys.
All right, the contestants are strapped in to the dizzy dummy.
Or, as it's known in Spanish, El Carrusel del Estúpido.
And here we go.
Welcome to the dizzy dummy.
Here we see Chinese acrobat David using a technique from peeking to avoid puking.
I think they're feeling that lunch come up.
Jill, that might explain the silence. My guess is they're trying to keep down the...
Burritos.
And the...
Sour cream.
And, of course, the...
Nice taco.
And the dummies with full tummies are off. Dave in the lead praying he can see straight. The rest of the group hobbling dizzily behind, except for Jacob. David's first on the slippery snakes using the Yin Ping Zheng ancient technique of slippery snake.
But here come the rest.
Casey trying to catch him some nerd. Here comes crunch time. Yeah, that's not going to end well. Up at the top of the course, Dave looks like he's got it. The Chinese acrobat becomes the first to move on to the wipeout zone.
Guys, he's got it. Really, he's got it.
Bit of a pile up there on the slippery snakes.
Back at the beginning, Jacob is trying to prevent his own kind of pile up.
I quit.
Hold on, what's going on?
Very bad motion sickness, and I feel like if you don't move, you're gonna get some nice taco on you.
Oh.
Jill, he's not kidding. You better move.
All right, back to you guys.
Jacob Mann with some nice tacos.
Stay with us, America. The 8 most memorable moments of the season still to come.
And more things you have never seen before, including one of us running the entire qualifier as Wipeout season finale countdown continues.
Johnny, you like the Jungle Cats. Remember when those Cougars attacked the course?
Are you kidding me? That dynamic duo certainly left their marks, claw marks, all over our course. And our moment number 8.
So, Maria, I hear you have a boyfriend.
I do.
And how young is he?
He's 20 years younger.
How old are you?
I'm 51 and proud of it. Yay! I'm here to show that we middle-aged women, we could be cougars, we could be hot, and we could be tough.
That's what I'm talking about, John. I got a good feeling about this lady. But I've been wrong before.
Let's see if Maria can do any better on the sucker punch wall.
Wow, this cougar dove into that mud like Ashton Kutcher was in it.
This just in, we have yet another cougar on the qualifier.
Take it, lick it. Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think that's some sort of a leopard.
Either way, Gayla Johnson's about to play with everyone's favorite cat toys, the big balls. Oh!
Watch out, John. She's a man-eater. She'll chew you up. John, do you hear that? I hear something that sounds like growling. Jill, what's going on down there?
That's right, guys. I'm down here with our Cougars. Please welcome Gayla Johnson and Maria Castro. Okay, guys, how's Cougar life?
Remember my younger boyfriend?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
You need a new one, right?
I need a new one, and you know what? Guys, I'm on the prowl.
All right, you heard that. Back to you guys.
Our next moment pays homage to the lifeblood of Wipeout, mud. Glorious mud.
Yeah, contestants wallow in it, they wear it, and all too often they eat it.
But this next contestant had a very intimate relationship with our mud. Take a look at Tamara Pickering. Here's memorable moment number 7.
Now at the start, Tamara Pickering. Go, Tamara. It's your birthday.
I'm ready to just take this competition over. I'm tearing it up. Look for me, people. $50,000, and I'm not giving it to charity.
Better luck next time, Meals on Wheels. Tamara's a business owner from California, but if she wants that $50,000, she's gonna have to move a little faster than that. Does Tamara realize she's facing the wrong way?
Does it matter?
Tamara there, still in the mud. Yeah, it doesn't look like Tamara's gonna get out of there, John.
Earlier we saw Jill run the launch pads in the wipeout zone, but one of us ran the entire qualifier. Who out here thinks it was me?
Okay, and who thinks it was me, John Henson, super athlete? Well, you're all wrong. It was me. I did it. Yes, I ran the course, and I wore a helmet cam so you at home could see just what it's like to face the Wipeout qualifier. So here is never before seen footage of the qualifier as seen through my eyes. Check me out. I'm at the top of the course. I'm going to give a shout out to my homies. What up, homies? And we're starting. I'm running as fast as I can. I'm going to jump like a gazelle. Check that out. Stuck my landing like a little Yugoslavian gymnast. Now on to the doom shrooms. No problem. Oh, check it out there. Just fell for a second. Wanted to show you how it feels to fall. Don't normally do that with my skill and agility. I'll get back up now. Complete this part of the course. 1, 2, back up on the sucker punch wall. That should be no problem. Punching on my butt, this is more like a giant curly slappy punch. That hurt a lot, but I'm not going to care about it. Not at all, because I'm John Henson. Oh, that hurt a little bit. Starting to wipe the smile off my face, but look at the size of my arm. I am ripped, yet still very flexible. All right, got me right there, but you know you can't hit the Henson if you... Can't hit the Henson if you try. Ooh, that would hurt a normal man, but all right, that actually hurt a lot. Even though I was born with a strength of 10 men, I am human. I bleed like anyone else. My arm is awesome, though. Look at that. Okay, I'm not concussed. I think I can keep moving here. I'm going to go right now. That's right. Need to go now. Now, check it out. See that? See that? I am up onto the big balls, ladies and gentlemen. Onto the big balls. Onto the first ball, no problem. Ooh, oh, onto the second ball, no problem. Onto the third ball. Oh, falling. All right, you're going a little water there, but I'm okay. Did that just so you could see what it looks like to be in the water. Now I'm going to use my big, huge, massive arms to swim back to the platform. Look at how fast I am moving, people. I am like an aquatic leopard. Look at my giant arms I have. I am huge. Check out all the crew just standing there in awe. Nobody's ever done it this fast before, you know what? But I make it look easy. Last thing. All right, all I got to do is grab this thing, and I'm going to swing. All you got to do is untie this, and they have tied this pretty well. Got to use my Boy Scout skills here, but that's all right. I spent a lot of years doing competitive macrame. This should be easy. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do here. Might do a gainer. Might just do 18 flips. Check it out. You'll see. Whee! I am 8,000 feet in the air. Okay, I'm all right. I'm going to make it. Now I'm doing a little rare stroke that I taught a friend of mine named Michael Phelps. Maybe you've heard of him. And yay! I win! Oh, man, that was crazy, John Anderson.
That was a nice try, but it was not you.
Well, of course it was me. Didn't you hear me talking the whole time?
Yeah, I also noticed this right here.
Yeah, that's me falling down to show you what it looks like to fall.
But that person has really long hair.
John, that's my disguise. Can't have people swarming all over me when I'm on the course, man. I need to be incognito. So I was dressed as a long-haired eagle.
Well, if you say so. How about now we just go back to the countdown and drop this, huh?
Okay.
One of the more colorful characters we've had this year was William Hill.
Yeah, he and his special skills make up moment number 6. Here it is.
Now, William, you're into martial arts, right?
Yes, I am. Karate. Like that.
Wow, you got your leg up pretty high there.
Yes, and that's without a warm-up, so.
I think he has a rainbow belt from the Bob Fosse dojo.
Channeling Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. Just gonna take a minute.
Guess those big balls aren't part of his karate training.
So here you go, all warmed up and ready to go. It's William Hill. Get up here, William. Can you show us some of your karate moves?
John, it's karate.
Hi, karate. Get into a nice training stance. If you have a nice room, get in a horse stance. Ichi, ni, song, shi,
I'm scared to death right now. Once again, only 5 moments remain.
That's right, and this next contestant is one of my favorites. First, she let us know exactly what she needed. Then, she showed us her all on the course. And I do mean her all. Let's check her out one more time. Moment number 5, Margie Stubbs.
Margie, what are you here to do today? I'm here to take it all, win it all. I need the money. I need the money. I need the money.
All right, Money. Margie Stubbs, ready to tear this course up. $50,000 on the line. Oh, well, see, now that's not technically an obstacle there. She's back on her feet, on her way to the first real obstacle. Those are the topple towers. There goes Margie. Well, at least now she's wiping out on actual obstacles. Now she's got to get on that platform and try the other 3 towers.
Oh! John, I think her sense of balance is a little off.
I need to start working out.
Now heading up to the big balls. What do you think's going through Margie's mind right now?
I need the defibrillator. I need the defibrillator. I need the defibrillator.
Here she goes.
I think that's worth a second look just to laugh more.
Oh, gosh, that hurt.
You know, John, Margie said to win, she would stop at nothing.
And by nothing, she meant everything.
Margie has to get up and take a crack at that last obstacle, the cookie cutter. Let's see how she handles this one.
Looking a little tired, isn't she, John?
Touch. Margie clearly wanted no part of that cookie cutter. Probably not part of the workout plan. She finishes the course in 10 minutes, 48 seconds. Clearly, this course is not going to be a piece of cake.
Right here in our audience is Margie Stubbs. Jill.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with Margie Stubbs. So, Margie, how have you been?
I still need the money. I still need the money. I still need the money.
All right, back to you guys.
It was my favorite moment, my favorite moment, my favorite moment.
Well, I have to be honest. I can't believe we had to wait this long for the next moment. And second of all, I can't believe this sweeper moment is not number 1.
So many great moments, only room for 1 at the top.
But it's totally the best sweeper of the year, John. I mean, we had sacks, crows, the crasher, but this week, we gave people dodgeballs. So with no further ado, moment number 1.
Number 4.
Number 4, whatever. Sweeper dodgeball.
Dodgeballs.
Yes, I love dodgeball, John.
Well, let's see how they handle their balls, Johnny, as we start the sweeper.
This is going to be the best sweeper ever.
John, I don't think the contestants understand sweeper dodgeball. You played in college. Help us out.
Sure. John, at its purest form, the point of sweeper dodgeball is to hit your opponent while they're jumping, causing them to fall into the water. If you throw like my grandma, it's just a waste of a ball. If you throw at someone who's not jumping, it's hilarious, but it's a waste of a ball.
I understand.
And if you throw a ball while you're jumping, well, then you clearly need to see the stick figures again.
All right, people, we are at number 3, and I want to know how many people want to take on our sucker punch wall.
All right, how many people want to play with the big balls? And who wants to take a spin on the dizzy dummy?
Exactly. Smart crowd. Which brings us to Jaron Joshu in the 3rd most memorable moment of our Wipeout season.
Jaron not happy to do this again. No one wants to stand next to him. To make matters worse, the weather is starting to roll in. Jill, what's going on down there?
Hey guys, the cold weather has really set in, and you gotta believe that's gonna affect the contestants.
You know it's cold when the contestant from Alaska is shivering.
Here we go.
5 people still in the game. 3 spots remain. It's time for the pole vault.
It's going really fast.
In fact, the speed has been increased.
That's right, because when you double the dizzy, you double the dump.
Wait, something's brewing with Jaren. Oh, this doesn't look good.
Don't drop on me! Ooh, I think he's throwing up. Oh.
We have Wipeout history, John. Jaren is the first contestant to ever return his lunch on the dizzy dummy.
I can't look at that.
Nick, preoccupied with the thought that perhaps the dummy might be a metaphor for the cyclical nature of the subprime mortgage market, or just unfazed by vomit.
And Ariel, looking for love in all the wrong places.
And attention law schools, the man in back is applying for admission.
Jill is with Jaren right now.
Jaren, buddy, how you doing?
I gave it every single thing I got and a little bit more.
All right, well, back to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jaren Joshu.
Come on up, man. All right. Now, I got to ask, is it safe to stand next to you, son? You haven't been on any merry-go-rounds or anything.
No, it's good. It's good. You know what? It turns out it actually worked out because I'm the new spokesman for those doggy bags for the airline.
It's better than we're doing.
I'm just living the dream. What do you want me to do?
Tell you what, Jaren, thanks very much.
Hey, thank you.
You know, Johnny, people are always asking me, how do you get on the show?
20-plus years of bumping around in basic cable?
No, I mean, how do you become a contestant on the show, not a host?
Oh, them, yeah. Well, some send in casting tapes, and one of the tapes was more memorable than any of the others. It came courtesy of our oldest contestant, 63-year-old Brent Williams. Check out this never-before-seen footage.
The man can do it on tape. He can do it on Wipeout obstacle courses. He can do it here at Venice Beach. Brent Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, only 2 moments remain.
John, you know what time it is?
Actually, I'm not wearing a watch.
No, you don't need a watch to know what time it is. You just need to ask these guys, what time is it? Oh, yes, it is. Here's memorable moment number 2, Jacob Mann and the big balls.
Now let's go to the top of the course with our next contestant, Jacob Mann.
Jacob, now what is your motto going through the course here today?
I'm laid back at lunchtime and I'm aggressive at crunch time. Let's get it.
All right, this is crunch time, right?
Crunch time.
All right, headed up for the big balls. Oh, no. That's not funny, Jill. It's hysterical.
Absolutely.
See it again.
Do that again. Now, that's something Jacob will be telling his kids about one day, if he adopts.
It appears Jacob's taking the all-ball qualifier a bit too literally.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Jill is out in the crowd right now with what's left of Jacob Mann. He actually looks great.
Okay, I have to ask you, have you ever done the splits before?
I can't say that I have. It's the first time for everything, and I didn't have a choice in the situation, so it was cool.
All right, back to you guys.
All right, before we get to number 1, John, I have to admit, some of my favorite moments this summer have been your antics in the booth.
Aw, thanks.
I mean, seriously, you're so much fun to hang out with, and you sort of remind me of my 6-year-old son, Colin.
Thank you.
When he was 4.
Thank you very much.
Here's a look back at some of my favorite clips of John Henson in the booth.
John, I gotta be honest, I don't see what the big deal is. I see perfectly fine with the goofy goggles.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go down to Jill Wagner with our first contestant on the Dreadmill goofy goggles.
Firefighter Michael Bertrand, who, if I dare say so myself, has a gloriously mantastic mustache.
I'm just going to ignore you.
Is my tie straight?
Nice. To be honest, I didn't realize you were just kind of a bird lover.
We like to be called ornithologist, John.
Hally-ho!
What are you doing, John?
I'm a weekend warrior.
Hang up the phone.
I'm sorry.
Hang it up.
All right, America, are you ready for the number 1 most memorable moment of our season? Huh? Yeah!
I'll tell you, this moment stood out among all the rest. It was a Wipeout triple play.
That's right. It had everything that a Wipeout needs. A great character, a personal triumph, and of course, a memorable Wipeout.
Memorable Wipeout. It's everyone's favorite Alaskan sweetheart, Ariel Tweedo, and moment number one.
Ariel, where are you from?
I'm from a little village in Alaska called Unalakleet. I graduated with 7 people and we're all related.
7 people?
Yeah.
And you're all related?
Yeah, like the cooks were my aunts and uncles. The policemen are like my cousins and my friends. I've never had a boyfriend. I've never been kissed. I didn't feel like dating my cousins. I don't know, it just wasn't right for me. I'm free, single, living the good life.
Caller.
So, Johnny, you said Ariel was an Alaskan youth Olympian?
Yes.
It says here her event was the seal hop?
Well, didn't help her much on the sucker punch, did it?
Whoa, I think that was it. I think we have just witnessed a seal hop.
Oh.
Whoa is right, Jill.
She's focused again.
Seal hop, Frogger technique, whatever you call it, it's working.
She's looking ahead and another hop.
Unbelievable. She's seal hopping like a pro. Only 1 step left, and she did it.
And she's showing no signs of slowing down.
Where's the pole?
And we might have hit a snag.
Where's the pole?
Anyone here seen a pole?
What pole? Let's see how she does. That was it.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so Ariel, now what happened about this pole?
I was right in front of me.
So you didn't even see the pole?
No, I thought the pole was yellow.
Pole's not yellow, Ariel.
It's a mistake that could have happened to anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know her, you love her, the star of moment number one. Here's Ariel Tweedo.
Come on up, Ariel. So, Ariel, I have to ask the question that I'm sure America wants to know the answer to. Have you still yet to be kissed? Well, you know the saying, John.
Right.
Don't kiss and tell.
Never. I thought the question was, where's the pole? Oh, well. Ariel Tweedo, thanks so much for being here. You were a terrific contestant on Wipeout. There you have it, America, the 25 most memorable moments from an amazing first season here on Wipeout.
And a big thanks to Jill Wagner for being here today.
It was certainly my pleasure, and thanks to all of our former contestants and the great people here at Venice Beach for making the show such a blast.
And that is a season ender for us here on Wipeout, but we will be back next season with an all-new obstacle course, a whole new batch of characters, and of course, more ridiculous Wipeouts.
That's right. Now, John, I figured since we have all these fans here, they could help us sign off.
Sounds like a plan. Folks, are you ready?
For Jill Wagner and John Anderson, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls. Yeah!
I'm glad I ain't got to go through this.
Oh, this is pretty fun.
Everybody, it's my job.
Where's the pole?
The stage is set.
Rock and roll!
But this time it's in Australia. 20 insane Aussies are about to compete on the most outrageous obstacle course ever seen. Like all the Americans who'll come before them, will they endure breathtaking spills and incredible falls? Only the fastest and strongest 4 will survive and take a shot at $20,000. But to claim the cash and achieve Australian glory, they'll have to overcome the biggest obstacle of their lives, the Wipeout Zone, the final step to $20,000. The international competition begins now. This is
Wipeout Australia.
Oh, yeah!
G'day, America. Welcome to Wipeout Australia. I'm John Anderson here alongside John Henson, and we are back.
We are out back.
Wipeout started in America. It is now a smash hit in more than 25 countries, including Australia. So John and I thought we'd take a trip down under and see how they do it.
Which is where we are as part of the first ever Wipeout International Presenter Exchange, popularly known as Wipe.
In case you're wondering, Australian rules Wipeout is almost identical to American rules Wipeout.
Yeah, but the contestants wipe out counterclockwise.
Good point. 20 Australians take on the biggest obstacle course ever assembled, and the last one standing will walk away with $20,000.
$20,000? We give away $50,000.
Yeah, don't forget, too, there's the exchange rate, so it's actually even less in Australia.
That's just another case of the man keeping them down under.
But before money, mayhem. Contestants must take on their Wipeout qualifier. Today, they start with the topple towers, or battling the sucker punch, followed by the big balls, and then finally coming face to face with a new obstacle they call the ring swing. Johnny, sounds like this could be quite a ride.
I gotta be honest, it looks like they just ripped off the American course.
Well, you know, Australia, founded as a penal colony.
Think they'd be more aboriginal.
Yeah, this hemisphere, still not funny. Now let's go to the third member of our team, Jill. She was supposed to be here, right? But unfortunately...
The dingo ate my co-host.
She couldn't make it. But in Jill's place is her lovely Australian counterpart, Kelly Landry, and she's with our first contestant.
Hey now.
Okay, thanks guys. I'm here with Shannon Fowler. Shannon, what's with the outfit?
I'm Buff Man. Oh yeah, Buff Man.
So what kind of special powers does Buff Man have?
I'm super buff, super strong. Oh yeah.
I think you've got a bit of a twitch there.
Oh no, that's no twitch. No way. Buff Man, oh yeah!
Oh no, these Aussies are weird.
And they even name themselves. Buffman Shannon, quite the superhero, Johnny. Look at that, he's fast as a kangaroo.
Yeah, and right here, you can see his marsupial pouch.
Will this 140-pounder scale those good old topple towers in a single bound?
Oh yeah!
Well, can he repeat that feat?
Oh, so close.
Buffman losing the cape as he dashes over to the sucker punch wall.
That could be kryptonite for our hairless He-Man.
Buffman avoiding punches. Oh, but not the mud.
Yeah, Buffman, a lot like the Green Lantern, but brown and without powers.
I wonder how Buffman will tackle the big balls.
Hard and fast, baby. Oh yeah!
Really?
Okay. Oh! Ooh, that was hard and fast.
That was gold.
Comedy gold. Look at the huge impact his rippling muscular physique makes on those big balls.
Are we watching the same guy?
Oh yeah!
Now Buffman turning the other cheek and facing the ring swing. How's it work, Johnny?
Well, you simply grab onto the rope, swing across the pool and through the ring onto the platform. Child's play, Johnny. Here's Buffman. See, he's got the rope. He leaps. He's soaring. He makes it. That's well played.
Oh yeah!
There's something off about these Australian superheroes.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a dog that used to do that. We used a squirt gun.
Let's check in with Kelly, who's down with our next Aussie.
Thanks guys, I'm with Cassandra Gray.
Yo, it's me, a retro rhyming MC. I can hip, I can hop, I can jump, I can squat. This is my shout out. I ain't gonna wipe out. When you see me, all you others gonna hide out.
You can't touch that.
Not without a time machine.
Oh, see, hammer time. I got it. MC Cassie with the top down and headed for the sucker punch.
Oh, first Biggie, then Tupac, now this. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Ow, ow, ow.
Nice.
Stamp the pun passport, Anderson. High five.
Kelly, who we have next?
Okay, thanks guys. I'm here with Tony Leone. Tony, you're a bit of a mover and shaker.
Yes, I'm a professional dancer.
Tony's been dancing for 30 years.
Cha-cha-cha.
And these Aussies, they seem to love the short shorts.
Tango Tony. Australian. Creepy.
In tango, you can just, as you move, you can just like do a T-A-N-G-O. Put that one over, like that. Spin it out, and then spin.
Oh!
And duck under. Oh! And a big little. That was great.
That's a bit close for comfort.
Our dancing queen tiptoeing his way onto the topple towers. Mamma mia! Oh, he went down.
Yeah, I guess it really does take two to tango. Let's give him some lessons. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 2, 2, and dip. Perfect. All right, time for Tango Tony to go big ballroom dancing.
See, it's heel, toe, face plant, dip.
Tony's next appearance will be on Dancing with the Scars.
Let's see how some of the other Aussies have handled the big balls today.
Kangaroo Jack!
Bushwhack.
Oh, great barrier grief.
Papa needs a new guinea.
Oh, that is a quality wipeout.
Olivia Newton gone?
Throw another shrimp on the ball beam. Unbelievable. He may need some help. Is there a nurse in the house?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's Irene Frangoulis.
So you're a nurse?
Yeah. I'm the one that picks up all the grotty bits that are left over.
You do what?
Pick up the grotty bits that are left over.
So the bits that are removed?
Yeah, all the extra bits of tissue.
Yummy.
It is yummy, like Vegemite, only chewy.
Ooh, back on duty, Nurse Irene is prepping the topple towers for surgery.
Hey, Jim, we got a code brown, people.
Yes, all her vitals looking good at this point, but a sudden rush of blood to the head, that's got her laid up in the emergency room.
My undies have gone up my bum!
Oh dear, we may need to operate, John.
Rubber gloves, stat!
Kelly's with our next contestant, Gail DaCosta.
Now, I love your wings. You're like a little Tinkerbell.
I know, aren't I pretty?
Do you like pretty things?
Yeah, I love pretty things. Jewelry, bikinis, flowers, and pretty perfume. And I'm pretty.
Yes, she is, and I love the wings. You know, she does kind of look like Tinkerbell.
If only we had a wicked witch for this fairy tale. Meet Emma Connolly.
I'll get you, Kelly. And your little obstacle course, too.
Oh, Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
And so our story begins. Once upon a time, there was a sweet little fairy called Tinkerbell.
Story time again, John?
Tinkerbell lived in the magical land of Wipeout.
But so did the Wicked Witch.
And the Wicked Witch hated pretty things, especially pretty fairies.
I'm pretty.
Yeah, I know, you said that earlier. Fly, Tinkerbell, fly like the wind. The Wicked Witch is coming.
Eventually.
So Tinkerbell, using her fairy wings, glided magically across the enchanted topple towers to safety.
But the Wicked Witch pulled out her broomstick and
flew about 2 feet before crashing into the mud.
Yeah.
But Tinkerbell was not out of danger yet. She still had to make it through the Sucker Punch Swamp.
Watch out, Tinkerbell! Oh, too late.
Hey, maybe we could throw another fairy in there and get the two of them to wrestle. Huh? That's my idea of a fairy tale.
Meanwhile, the Wicked Witch was closing fast.
Fast as a koala with rheumatoid arthritis. Let's speed this thing up.
The Wicked Witch now on the Sucker Punch. Oh, she's off the wall, but enjoying another spell in the mud.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Whoa, that potion's strong enough to wake up Sleeping Beauty.
I'm melting. I'm melting.
The Wicked Witch melted in Sucker Punch Swamp, and Tinkerbell lived happily ever after. The end. Good night, champ.
Don't touch me.
Sorry.
And turn on the lights.
Sure.
Thank you. Welcome back. We are hosting the ultimate walkabout, Wipeout in Australia.
Yeah, Johnny, it's bloody brilliant.
You know, that's actually a British phrase.
All part of the larger Commonwealth. Go with me, Anderson. It's easier that way.
Done. But there is nothing easy about the Australian qualifier. We've been trimming the field, and only 12 contestants will move on and have a chance at winning $20,000.
So who does the Wipeout course have in its sights next?
Rare breed!
Why rare breed, John?
Kelly, can you help us get an answer here?
Dan, I'm told you're a bit of a rare breed.
Well, yes, I am left-handed and I'm a redhead, and that's pretty unique in this world today.
So there's the panda, the white rhino, and Dan.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna smash it.
Yeah, smash it into pieces.
The rare breed Dan Ryan making his way along the highway to the endangered zone.
Oh, that's rare breed, not well done.
That was spectacular.
And here we see the endangered rare breed in full flight. This curious primate, distantly related to the orangutan, is one of only 6 remaining in the wild.
The rare breed now creating his own luck on the Sucker Punch wall. Gonna have to watch out for those low blows.
Yeah, if he wants to breed.
Don't joke, rare breed may just make it all the way across.
He's done it.
Rare breed fighting for his very survival, and it's looking good. Oh, that doesn't look good.
No. Might this be the end of the rare breed?
Once, they roamed this land in their thousands. Today, only one survives.
Rare breed!
But you can help. Your donation could save this shy, misunderstood creature from extinction. If you... Oh, sorry, my bad. He made it. He's fine.
Oh, that was fun!
Next up, parking cop, Meredith Karen Duff. Now, John, parking cops, they get a bad rap, right? But here's one that's out to prove they're not all mean-spirited.
Do you have a message for all of those people you've written tickets to?
So sad, too bad. If you can't read the sign, not my problem.
Wow, we've got McGruff the crime dog. They've got McDuff the crime dingo.
Yeah, and her meter's expired.
Parking cop entering a no-standing zone.
You can't read the sign, not my problem.
Oh, and she gets her ticket punched.
So sad, too bad.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's enough, Johnny.
And again.
Please, John.
Okay. Maybe one more time.
Now, I gotta ask, what's with the green hair?
Don't make her angry, John. You wouldn't like her when she's angry, or even mildly cranky.
Can't really see, but it doesn't matter.
Seeing is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, yikes! She didn't see that coming, John.
Yeah, but I did. Let's see it again. And from another angle.
Come on, mate, give her a break here, huh?
Oh, that's a great idea. Little tip, when your hair makes the Wipeout water look clean, time for a wash.
So sad, too bad.
Rock and roll! Yeah!
Taking center stage now, wannabe rock star Nick Cushion.
For those about to rock, the rock star salutes you.
Wow! Yeah! Yeah! Wow!
And it's a long way to the top if you want to rock the big ball.
All right, here we go, in the water.
The rock star hits number one. Here's number two.
Wow!
Hey, he's holding on.
But not for long, as he slips off the charts.
But the heart of rock and roll is still beating, John, and now it's up to the ring swing.
Whoa, check out the one-hole wonder.
Nice. Now that's worthy of an encore.
Rockstar does a little stage dive and then a bit of crowd surfing.
In excess, but with a time of 2:47, Nick the Rockstar has probably done enough to advance into the next round, leaving his mark on the big balls of fame for all to admire.
Wow, thank you. Good night.
Here are a bunch of Aussies who made their mark on the topple towers. Whoa! Hello!
Whoopsie daisy. Stoink.
Thanks.
Crazy?
That's gotta hurt.
Now making her way to the sucker punch wall is Renee Gadd. John, Renee's an astrologer. Her star sign is Aries. So what do the stars have in store for Renee?
Aries, an unexpected surprise could prove unsettling. But as the full moon approaches, a period of success is forecast.
Well, let's just see if your prediction comes true, John, as astrologer Renee Gadd takes on the ring swing. And by the rings of Saturn, John, she's through. That's unbelievable. Any other predictions, Nostradamus?
Yeah, I predict that Renee will go through to the next round.
Next at the ring swing is Angus Ingram, 25-year-old fisherman.
Huh. Name like Angus, I thought he'd be more of a beef guy. But our fisherman sizes up the ring swing and prepares for the deadliest catch.
And Angus flops safely back on shore, although you see there he nearly fell on his bass.
And as we know, John, every fisherman loves to brag. How big is it, fish fingers?
That's what I call a fisherman's tale. Kelly, who do we have next?
Now, your brother and sister, you're from a big family. Who's going to win today?
Me, for sure.
Are you going to beat your big brother?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. There is no chance. There is no chance you are beating me.
May the best sibling win.
Thank you. And it's me.
Brother Luke on the left, sister Bella on the right, with bragging rights on the line in this battle of the siblings. And there's no separating them as they make their way to the topple towers. The siblings tumbling on the towers in pretty much the same place, John.
Yeah, and although they don't know it yet, their mom informs me that the loser will be written out of the will.
But it's Brother Luke who stands tall first, and he makes his way over to the sucker punch wall.
Brother Luke is a boxer. Let's check out some of his moves.
Bob and weave! Bob and weave!
Oh, and a hit to the jaw sends him to the canvas.
Yeah, bob and weave, more like bob and dive.
Now Sister Bella's on the wall.
Oh, Sister sledged. Oh, she's down, but not out. Oh, brother, where art thou? Thou was at the big balls, launching, leaping, and landing in the water.
Free of the mud, hot on his heels, it's Sister Bella. What was her shout out again? I forget.
Yeah, helpful in a fire, not so much on Wipeout.
This battle of the siblings going right down to the wire. If Brother Luke makes the ring swing cleanly, he moves on.
Making him this family's Lord of the Ring. Sorry, Frodo.
That leaves the door wide open.
Sister Bella, now your time has come. If she makes it, their family will start calling Luke the other sister.
And she's in. Oh, she's out.
And Brother Luke is first to the platform.
But the good news for Sister Bella is that she's also done well enough to advance to the next round. And joining them will be dance instructor Tango Tony Leone and Fairy Tinkerbell Gail DaCosta.
Also Angus Fish Fingers Ingram and Buffman Shannon Fowler.
Welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
G'day, John. I'm becoming more Aussie by the minute, mate.
What is this?
It's a didgeridoo.
Well, how about we didgeridoo-don't?
Okay.
Thanks. John and I may be on holiday hosting the Australian version of Wipeout, but it has been no vacation for our contestants.
12 of the wildest Aussies have survived the qualifying round. Let's review the leaderboard to see who's still in the running.
There he is, astrologer Renee Gadd, the rock star Nick Cushion, and nurse Irene Frangoulis.
Also still in the hunt, the rare breed Dan Ryan, Angus Fish Fingers Ingram, and parking cop Meredith Cairn Duff.
Now it's time to turn these 12 into 6. Usually Australians do that with the sweeper.
But in honor of our arrival, they're doing my favorite, the crusher. Crushing. Every rotation, the arms get closer together.
And as an added bonus, they've given this crusher some balls.
You mean like courage?
No, like balls.
Ah, so it's a ball crusher.
12 Aussies will start, but only the last 6 standing will make it through to the next round, and the very last person standing gets a $1,000 bonus for their bruises.
And speaking of ball breaking, the trash talk is already flying furiously.
The pressure's on, Bella. You'll be out of the family. You'll be out of the family if you're going down.
Bella, you need your older brother to hold your hand. Tango is for girls!
And trash talking is obviously not for Australians.
And the sweeper is underway. Let the crushing commence.
Oh, and already the astrologer almost landing on her Sagittarius.
The ball-crushing sweeper with an exceedingly polite first pass, but after this, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, the parking cop gets nipped. Oh, but Will McKinnon is down. He's our first out of the competition.
Yeah, as we see the parking cop having her bumper tickled, but it's Will McKinnon who gets towed.
He was probably terrified of our ball crushers. It continues on its merry way looking for more victims. Oh, Rockstar takes one to the shins and parking cop down again. She is in big trouble as she hangs on for dear life, but the party is over now for the Rockstar as he checks out.
Don't worry, Johnny. In Australia, rock and roll never dies. It just moves back in with its parents.
No time for sentiment now, Johnny. Parking cop has survived a second scare and no trouble up over the bar there.
Buffman looking strong, as does Tango Tony.
This Australian sweeper is no joke as the bars again press closer together. Oh, the astrologer falls to Pisces and she's down, and the parking cop booted for good.
Yeah, the astrologer caught stargazing, but hey, extra points for creating the sign of the crab. That's impressive. The parking cop with 2 flat tires has a head-on collision with a pedestal and doesn't activate her airbags on impact. Let's see that again. And again. And one more time.
No time, John. The sweeper always moving.
And again.
Moving on. The sweeper continuing now. Oh, Fairy Tinkerbell is dusted.
Yeah, it appears that Tinkerbell's wings were clipped as we see her smacking face first into the pedestal and heading into Never Never Land.
She looked like she face-planted pretty hard, John. Think she'll be okay?
She'll be fine. She just may look a little different.
The ball crusher sweeping on now.
6, yes!
Actually, it's still 7, Buffman. The next one out of the competition makes 6, and it looks like Sister Bella is in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, this Australian sweeper is really picking up speed.
Oh, Sister Bella's been collected by the sweeper, and look, she's taken out her brother, and they're traveling onto another pedestal.
I love the Australian sweeper. There are no rules. It's like Thunderdome. He stays on the pedestal. He's still in. Unbelievable.
Amazing. Sister Bella carried by the sweeper into the path of her brother Luke, who manages to hold on to her while she's upside down, and they travel to the next pole, and she falls, he stays up. I love this hemisphere.
That means we now have our 6 who will go through to the next round. They are Tango Tony, Nurse Irene, Buffman, Rare Breed, Fish Fingers, and Brother Luke.
Now we see the ball crusher bushwhacking the remaining contestants over the head. Brother Luke gets hit and joins his sister on the waterfront.
Bella!
5 left on the sweeper. The last person standing takes home a grand. Nurse Irene. Oh, Nurse Irene on the sweep bar. We've never seen anything like that. These Australians are nuts. Give me a replay.
We see Nurse Irene catching a bad dose of polfluenza. Fish Fingers, however, full of omega-3, manages to clear successfully, but not the Rare Breed, whose body had no defense against this virus.
That was spectacular. We continue with the crazy Australian crushing sweeper. Tango Tony up and over. Fish Fingers almost losing his bait and tackle, but stayed alive.
Buffman shaken, not deterred.
Fish Fingers hit again. Struggling. Buffman, though. The Thunder down under.
Does the Buffman want to see a replay?
Oh, yeah.
Only 2 remain on the sweeper. Tango Tony looking shaky. Oh, but Fish Fingers is the one who bites it.
Yeah, Fish Fingers casting, catching, and releasing himself back into the water.
Tango Tony is your winner.
Tango Tony! For the win!
He wins the $1,000 and heads to the next round.
It's Tango and Cash, which coincidentally just arrived in theaters here in Australia.
And joining him will be Buffman Shannon Fowler, as well as Angus Fish Fingers Ingram.
Also through is our Nurse Irene Frangoulis, Brother Luke Leone, and the Rare Breed Dan Ryan.
Welcome back to Wipeout Australia,
where wallabies roam, men at work are still rocking the charts, and Paul Hogan is king.
and where 6 survivors from the sweeper remain in the hunt for the Down Under Wipeout Championship and the $20,000 first prize.
And they are Rare Breed Dan Ryan, Nurse Irene Frangoulis, and dance instructor Tango Tony Leone.
Also through Angus Fish Fingers Ingram, Buffman Shannon Fowler, and in a surprise twist here, John, Brother Luke Leone has bowed out of the competition. He'll be replaced by next in line from the sweeper, voila, his sister Bella, and they'll all be facing the Australian Dizzy Dummy.
Which is a lot like rugby, minus all the rugby, but with a whole lot of puking.
So what you're saying is it's the same as ours?
Pretty much.
All right, good. Let's go down to the action then.
As the Dizzy Dummy starts spinning, the final 6 catch a glimpse of their first obstacle, the pole vault. First one successfully across the poles goes straight into the wipeout zone.
Unfortunately, the rest have to spin again and then take on a new obstacle, the donut run. Each donut is glazed with a layer of super slick grease, so expect a lot of dunking.
They'll go back and forth between the obstacles until we have our final 4 contestants for the wipeout zone.
That's right, John. But unlike toilets, the Australian Dizzy Dummy spins in the same direction as it does in the States.
All right, release the dummies. Tango Tony does the hustle, the Rare Breed trying the electric slide, but it's Tango Tony across the first pole vault.
Yeah, not the kind of pole dancer I had in mind.
From out of nowhere comes Buffman, but too little too late as Tango Tony hits the line and heads straight to the wipeout zone.
Tango Tony tries to lead Buffman in a victory lambada, but he's happy to settle for a solo cha-cha-cha.
Now these dummies are in for another dose of dizziness before they face the donut run.
And look at Buffman's intensity, John. Super buff, super focused, super nauseous.
Well, whatever he did, it worked. Buffman turning on the jets. Oh, hit some turbulence there. Look at him, the rest of them, they're all off the super slippery sweet rolls.
Wow. Sister Bella first back on her feet and decides to take it one donut at a time.
And this is our first look at Nurse Irene on donut number 1. No, until Buffman decided to use her for a buffer.
All's fair in love and Wipeout, buddy.
Buffman moving on and getting cozy with Sister Bella. Notice how he's using her to steady himself here.
Nice to see chivalry's not dead in Australia.
And oh, Buffman comes up shy again.
Use those long legs, Bella.
Sister Bella's hoping to do what Buffman couldn't. She's back on her feet and just that quickly back off him.
That's what we call the Tango Tony two-step.
Nurse Irene's out of critical condition, but again, Buffman collides with her from behind. His course wide open for Buffman as he calculates his next leap.
This Aussie superhero is calling upon all his reserves of buffness before hitting hyper buff drive.
Go ahead and book it. Buffman joins Tango Tony in the wipeout zone.
Oh, yeah!
That leaves 4 contestants to battle it out for the final 2 spots as the dizzy dummy spins again.
Nurse Irene looking like she's about to dial 911, and the rare breed is a little out of tune.
Eating up the sun.
The horn sounds and the stumbling begins as they race back to the pole vaults. Fish Fingers looking up, drain around the gills there. Nurse Irene hesitates and retreats, but Fish Fingers is across first.
And here comes the rare breed.
Oh, but he's too late. Fish Fingers fries the field, and he's through to the wipeout zone.
That means there's only 1 spot left for a shot at the 20K Australian as the dizzy dummy takes the final 3 for one last spin.
And this time, it's Nurse Irene out of the blocks first and on to the floating donut. She's going to be joined by Sister Bella in the rare breed.
John, it's starting to look like Gilligan's Island down there, which I guess makes the rare breed ginger.
Nurse Irene in the lead. Oh, and she falls short. Sister Bella, it's her turn. Can she use those long limbs to her advantage? No, that's a negative. Rare breed all alone. On to the second donut. And the breed sizing things up now. 1 donut, then to the platform. He's on. 1 to go. The finished platform. And hanging on.
Ah, so that's how they breed.
Fighting for it, Johnny. Oh, he can't finish the deal. Now he'll remain on the endangered list as weary Nurse Irene tries to advance. Sister Bella puts an end to that.
Nurse Irene's heading into triage.
Yep, this is now a 2-horse race between Sister Bella and the rare breed for the final spot in the wipeout zone. Sister Bella makes it to the final donut. Here comes the breed. Again, he is off. He overshoots, finds himself back in that rare gene pool.
Our competitors are really looking spent out there, Johnny. Have they got anything left in the tank?
Gonna need something. Sister Bella doing it for herself, clutching the platform.
Sister Bella digging deep, hanging on to the edge. Can she make it through?
Needs to move because here comes a determined rare breed charging from the back, John, fighting for his very survival. Is it too late for this endangered species?
It may not be. Here he comes. He is moving fast.
It's a big leap for the rare breed. Clears Sister Bella. Bella not giving up. On her feet, she pushes the breed aside and passes her way through to the wipeout zone. A stunning finish, John.
Sister Bella takes an evolutionary leap over the rare breed, making her the only Sheila in the wipeout zone. Let's take a moment to say goodbye to Nurse Irene and also to the rare breed who now joins the other Aussie endangered species like the Tasmanian tiger and the dodo. Gone, but not forgotten. Goodbye, rare breed. So Sister Bella Leone moves through to the wipeout zone to join Angus Fish Fingers Ingram, Buffman Shannon Fowler, and Tango Tony Leone.
Welcome back. For the first time ever, we are hosting Wipeout Down Under,
where the women glow and the men plunder.
We started with 20 bold and bizarre Aussies, and now we're down to just 4, and they all want one thing.
A date with Hugh Jackman.
No, the $20,000 grand prize. If they want the cash, they need to get in the zone, the wipeout zone.
I gotta say, this is all looking a little familiar, like I'm having a little American deja vu.
You are, and here's why. It all starts with a dive-down killer surf, followed by a bounce up the barrel run and a treacherous crossing of the water wall. Then they take their turn on the spinner before dashing across the rolling log and hopping over the launch pads to the finish.
Our first contestant, Sister Bella Leone, stares down killer surf.
Oh my God, Mum, Dad, friends, love you. If I die, can you feed the cat? Remember to feed the cat.
It's been an emotional day for the Leone family. Bella and her brother Luke both made it by the qualifier course. Then they clashed
literally on the sweeper. But when Big Brother dropped out, Sister Bella stepped in on the dizzy dummy where she clawed her way into the wipeout zone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we are. Sister Bella off and down the killer surf on an inflatable raft. Ooh.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I don't think Bella found her dip in the pool all that refreshing.
Oh my God!
Up to the barrels, Bella, a real edge on this obstacle. Those long legs really helpful, John. It's almost an unfair advantage, I think.
Yeah, thank God for recessive genes, Johnny.
Look at her go, John.
Mayday!
Mayday, doesn't that mean help?
Not down here, everything's backwards.
Moving forward here, Bella onto the water wall.
And I am loving the frog maneuver she's using here.
Yeah, so far it's effective, Johnny. She makes her way across the thinnest of ledges with that water bucketing down from above. One stride left. Sister Bella finally makes it across. And now she really needs to get a move on that spinner as the clock ticks away.
All right, here you go. Here you go. That's it there. Right there, baby.
Well, she knows where it is. Now she just needs to hop on.
And nicely on the spinner. Getting ready for that jump to the platform next. Sister Bella. She's up, ready to give it a go. Jumping. Oh! Overshoots it and into the drink. And that's a long, tiring swim back to the platform for a second take, John.
Yeah, I think she should have gone back to that frog maneuver.
You got it, Bella.
Lining up her second attempt. High again. She's having no problem staying on, John. Most people just fly off the spinner.
Well, technically, most people aren't crazy enough to even get on the spinner, John. It's just our contestants that fly off.
Take your time.
Can she land it?
Yes, Kelly, she can, and with ease. She's on the platform and staring down the rolling log. It's Sister Bella.
I don't know how to do this, hey?
Big legs, small steps. That's a combination that... Oh, down she goes.
Yeah, I don't think short steps are the way to go with stilts like that.
She is ready to try again, though. Here she goes. Oh, and down for a second time. Wow.
Come on, freaking go!
Sister Bella's third attempt to cross the log. And she gets there. Finally a successful crossing.
Doing commentary for her own run now, and she's ready for the launch pad.
Just a couple of good hops from stopping the clock now. On to the first. Quickly trying to take aim at that second one. This is a very tired lady plotting her strategy. She's on there, and now just has to gather herself for one last jump to the finish platform.
Pulling herself together now. And she makes it! Bella just needs to hit the buzzer to stop the clock.
And at 8 minutes and 42 seconds, she's clocked in.
And Sister Bella strikes the Warrior's pose. Check that. Make it the Warrior's nap.
Somebody call an ambulance. 911.
While Bella gets some oxygen, our next contestant is on the starting line.
Woohoo!
Angus Fish Fingers Ingram fired up. Let's see how he cast himself into the wipeout zone.
Fish Fingers quickly sized up the qualifier, but he really hooked us with his remarkable leap over Nurse Irene on the sweeper. And don't forget his dashing escape from the dizzy dummy. Now he's about to launch himself into the rough waters of the wipeout zone.
And down killer surf he goes. Ooh, flying fish finger action there, John. The poor man lost his boat.
Yeah, he is moving with real porpoise.
At the barrel run now, working his way up and over all those barrels. There's the third one coming down, giving a lot of effort here. It's held up. Waiting. Over that one. Oh! Just got headbutted by the barrel.
Yeah, another shot like that, Angus might be sleeping with the fishes.
Bit of a tough go, but in less than 50 seconds, he's through the barrel run. Now let's see how Fish Fingers handles the water wall.
He's looking a little unsteady, John. He might be getting nervous, turning a little yellowtail.
Like a salmon swimming upstream, John, slow and steady. Passing the 1 minute mark, Fish Fingers making it across the water wall, and now he's facing down the spinner.
Look at him, Johnny, huffing like a blowfish, and he hasn't even gotten halfway home.
Fish Fingers, ready to go, making that leap. Good elevation. Now looking for a pylon to hang on to.
Oh!
Can't find the handle and slides off. That's disappointing.
Yeah, the spinner's a slippery sucker.
He's seriously puffing.
Ready for that second try. Goes high. This time, though, able to grab hold. Muscling up here, Johnny. A death grip on that pylon.
He's hanging on by his fingernails.
Yeah, he's got a real problem now. Fish Fingers has his back to the platform.
I have never seen anything like this before.
How will he get off? Oh, reverse spin, and he made it a rare and highly skilled move, John.
Fish Fingers flying tail first out of the frying pan and onto the dinner plate.
A high degree of difficulty. At the rolling log now and in a full sprint. Oh, and too fast and right off the end, John.
Yeah, Fish Fingers with some fancy footwork, but finishing up with a river dance.
He does get credit, however, for completing the log roll. His time very competitive as he's at the launch pads. He looks totally exhausted, however. Bounds onto that first one. And now he'll build up the bounce. Leaping for the second. Oh, right over.
Right over the top.
Yeah, Fish Fingers schooled by the launch pad.
7 minutes in, really needs to sharpen his focus now. Sister Bella's time, 8:42, the mark to beat. He's back onto that first one. Nice and easy up to the second. Got some wiggle room here, John.
Yeah, he's pacing himself. He just has one last jump, and then he needs to hit that buzzer and stop the clock.
He's done it. 7 minutes, 19 seconds. Fish Fingers in first place. Sister Bella's eliminated.
But he hasn't caught the big one yet. 2 tough contestants are still to come. Welcome back to the tear-jerking, heartwarming conclusion of Wipeout Australia.
In the first half of the Wipeout zone, Angus Fish Fingers Ingram took the top spot from Sister Bella Leone.
We still have 2 competitors to go, though. Who's up next?
Well, Johnny, it is a man who needs no introduction other than his own.
I'm Buff Man. Oh, yeah. Buff Man.
Buffman Shannon Fowler has been a fearsome force all day. He did backflips on the qualifier, grabbed 3rd place on the sweeper, and even had the buff stuff on the dizzy dummy. Now he needs to put his money where his mouth is.
This is it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess it's our money, actually. $20,000 to be exact.
And Buffman is off in his raft and launching off Killer Surf.
Yeah, look at that, landing right on his backside, John. Bit A, mate.
Up out of the water and at the barrel run. Bit of a trip and slip there.
I always hated this level on Donkey Kong.
Barrel's coming down pretty rapidly now. Over another one he goes. And he's worked his way right to the top and onto the water wall. And here, John, you figure Shannon's thin frame's gonna help him.
Well, I think you're forgetting he is a buff man, John.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, that's right. Buffman hanging on by his buffed fingernails.
Can the Buff Man do it?
He certainly can. Buffman somehow managing to get his buffed bod across the wall, and now the fun starts at the spinner. There's his jump. Trying to hang on, he's right at the edge.
Good. Oh, and he slides off.
Let's see if Buffman can meet the challenge the second time around. And he's on, trying to locate one of those 10 pylons on the spinner and prop himself up.
Listen to that, Buffman sounding more like Puffman right now.
Still has to reach the platform. Makes his giant, he is on. Buffman really flying now. Next, it's the rolling log. 20 feet of trouble to cross on some very rubbery legs. He makes a charge. He's
done it. The Buff Man has done it.
Buffman putting extraordinary pressure on Fish Fingers' time. Only the 2 launch pads to go. Oh, look at that. A daring move. He tried to take 2 launch pads at once and just rocketed himself too far into a splashdown.
Yeah, very risky, and that is going to cost him precious time.
I think he'll dial it down on this next attempt. Yeah, Bolt can only hurt him here. First pad good.
Very, very cautious as he makes his way to the second.
Now just feet from finishing. And vaults onto that finished platform, smacks the buzzer, and vaults into the lead. The time, 6 minutes, 17 seconds. He beats Fish Fingers' time by a full minute.
Now only one contestant can break the Buff Man, and that is Tango Tony Leone. Tony showed off some smooth moves to get to the Wipeout zone. He had some happy feet skipping through the qualifier. Showed us he could leap by winning on the sweeper.
Tango Tony! For the win!
And gave us his best spin move by also getting first place on the dizzy dummy.
So will Tango Tony put the moves in the Wipeout zone? That's what we're here to find out.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigo? I thought Tony was Australian.
Tango Tony looking good on the killer surf. Oh, shoots himself into the water like a torpedo. And then makes fantastic time over the barrel run.
Wow. Listen to that, Australian, Spanish, now we have to pardon his French.
He's making great time in any language, Johnny. He's already to the water wall, just barreling through our course.
And Kelly is down with Buffman, who's keeping a close eye on his competition.
He's very quick on the wall there.
He is, he's killing it. I'm scared.
At the spinner, Tony jumps. He's safely on and taking no chances as he grabs that top post. Flawless so far.
A little do-si-do as he changes partners there.
Getting ready to leap for the platform.
Oh!
Awful. Neck snap. Ouch!
Spinner 1, Tony 0.
Tango Tony losing some steam and some crucial time. Can't afford any more mistakes from here. Back on that spinner again and sizing up the platform landing.
Getting ready to jump now.
Go, man!
And he makes it!
He's landed it.
There is no rest for Tango Tony, though. He needs to make up some valuable seconds right now.
At the rolling log, the quick step needed here. Oh! 2 steps and gone, John.
His tango didn't help him there, did it?
On the verge of a goodbye tango. That fall cost him 90 seconds. Has to make it here or he is done. Oh, no. There's the horn, and that means tonight's winner is Shannon Buffman Fowler.
You are tonight's winner of Wipeout Australia, $20,000.
There's your winner, Buffman, the pride of Australia.
Well, he's from Australia anyway.
Congratulations, Shannon. That was well earned. Hey, we're back in America next week for our finale.
As long as Customs doesn't find the koala in my pants.
Good point. We will have 24 new contestants, crazy new obstacles, and plenty of wipeouts. Until then, for Kelly Landry, I'm John Anderson.
And considering the time change, this is John Henson saying, "G'day," and big balls.
It's that time, America. What goes up must wipe out.
Wipe out! And wipe out they will, as 24 competitors fall headlong into a battle for $50,000 on the world's largest and most extraordinary obstacle course. We'll see magnificent falls, sensational tumbles, and astonishing spills. Only our mightiest 4 will advance to the most challenging obstacle course of all, the Wipeout Zone. The epic competition begins now. One will become a champion, but all will wipe out.
The worst idea of my life.
Hello, America, and welcome to Wipeout. I'm John Anderson, here with John Henson. And Johnny, my friend, a great day for Wipeout.
Yada, yada, yada. It is time to head to the top of the course, my friends, like now, because we have the most good-looking, handsome, and good-looking contestant ever. Me! Check it out. It's Activision's new Wipeout video game on Nintendo Wii, and it's in stores now. Watch me kill it on the sweeper trees, Anderson. I rock! Even in virtual reality, Henson's got it. Oh, yeah, my friend. Do I know my way around a banana hammock or what?
You certainly do, John.
Hello, Sucker Punch. Let's see if you can handle my +10 machismo points. Yeah, baby.
See how you handle this one.
Oh,
motivated.
No way, how did that happen?
Multiplayer. 2 can play at this game, Johnny.
Literally.
Speaking of which, we have multiple players ready to go in our game today, right now. Let's see what they'll face in this week's qualifier. It'll start with the Topple Tower.
They are back and more topply than ever.
Then it's on to the Sucker Punch.
I'd hate to meet them in a dark alley or a brightly lit beam.
That's followed by the Big Balls, plus the Motivator.
Better than Tony Robbins.
Next, it's the Biker Bars.
Expect plenty of road rash.
And finally, the Fling Set.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that fling.
All right, my friend, now let's begin the process of narrowing our field of 24 down to 12, and our first real contestant raring to go. Here's Winnie Joe.
Essential dogma of biology is DNA is transcribed into RNA is translated to protein. Go Voyagers!
Crazy lady said big confusing words, John. Hold me.
I'm gonna pass on that. Let's see what the third member of our Wipeout team, Jill Wagner, found out about this brainy contestant.
Winnie, I don't like science.
That's because you've never had a good science teacher.
And how would you make science fun?
In my class, we do frog dissections.
Oh, so you kill animals to make science fun?
Pretty much, pretty much.
Why don't we just round up some squirrels here? Maybe we can make science fun.
Check out those glasses, huh? Looks like Winnie's been double-blinded by science.
Well, wait till she gets an eyeful of the intelligent design of our topple towers.
Oh, I think she forgot to factor in the law of gravity. The central dogma of the topple towers, as scientists, transcribed to inertia, is translated to, oh dear Lord, I'm falling.
Really? Again?
Yeah, consider topple towers squared.
Oh, listen to a mad scientist, John. It is alive!
Our mad scientist examining the sucker punch now.
Oh my goodness.
I think Winnie's worried about getting dissected. Oh, right in the thorax. The sucker punch turns Winnie into a lab rat.
Oh, I love mud, water, and soil in a perfect colloidal mixture.
Last time I had a colloidal mixture, I woke up in Reno with one kidney.
Oh my God, it's the big red ball.
Winnie collecting data now on the big balls. Oh! Color red, aggressive.
Yeah, I think she just applied science to her face.
Hey, now it's biker bar time. Probably not the safest place for a science nerd.
I don't think my mitochondria have enough energy for me to do this.
Oh, I'd be willing to bet you can catch mitochondria in a biker bar. I did.
Couldn't even get past the bouncer job.
Yeah, I think that ball rearranged her DNA.
Our mad scientist has made it to the final obstacle. It's the fling set. She'll have to run across to the finish platform while avoiding these two menacing swings. And if she wipes out here, Johnny, she has to swim to this alternate finishing spot to stop her clock.
Winnie Joe, this is easy. It's science. Just science.
Oh, really, Jill? Science is a merciless two-ton swinging arm of pain? Oh, talk about making science fun.
I have a feeling her mitochondria are going to be feeling that tomorrow.
All right, big-worded science teacher, you did it. Now, what fancy pants word do you want to throw at us?
Yay.
Oh, hey, I know that one.
Right back where we started is Ashley Coleman, who loves the mall so much she got a job there. Oh!
Sweet niblets, let's go.
We can tell. And sweet niblets, that chick got filleted out.
Our self-described mall rat going for a second set of topple towers now. Who doesn't love the 2-for-1 offer? What's with all the counting?
I don't know. Maybe she's just taking inventory before she lands flat on her Cinnabons.
Ashley the mall rat browsing her way over to the sucker punch.
I haven't seen a fight like this since they opened the doors on Black Friday. Oh, these punches are priced to move, Johnny, and everything must go.
Mall rat looks like she could really use an escalator up to the big balls, Johnny.
Uh-oh, she's loitering. You know what that means.
We're motivating.
Oh my God, she goes, ah! And then she landed on the ball and she was like,
Jill Wagner, folks. They don't call her the best sideline reporter in the business for nothing. She speaks mall rat, Johnny. I was all, and the big balls were all, whoa, this guy's all that and a bag of chips. Ooh, calling me bad.
Johnny, that's Abe and Vincent. Jill got the straight dope on this homie earlier.
you look kind of colorful. I like in this hat.
Word up. Thank you.
Word, man.
Right on.
All right. Did you just get off the set of, like,
Saved by the Bell?
Break Into Electric Boogaloo?
Or that.
Yes, I agree.
Word up, man. Word up.
Funky Fresh Aben about to rap battle the fling set. Ooh, forget the running man. Aben does the falling man.
Now that was fresh.
Oh, hammer time. The fling set can touch this, and it did. All right, who's the next member of today's Funky Bunch?
33-year-old Michelle Marshall, who should feel right at home at the biker bar, and Jill discovered why.
What's the most extreme thing that you've ever done?
I race motocross.
Okay, so Wipeout's probably not going to be such a big deal for you.
No, not really. Nope. I think I can handle it.
Famous last words, sister.
Biker Babe opening the throttle, gives it a little gas, and chokes.
Biker Bar tosses Michelle out. Probably not a good day to violate the helmet law.
Biker Babe idling there at the fling set.
I can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can.
Her optimism is so cute. Oh, and so misguided.
The curtain blocks the view of our Biker Babe, and she takes a serious digger into the drink.
Stick a torque in her, John. She's done. Well, for now. Who's next?
This is for you, Tina!
Whoa, sweet niblets. That is a spectacular head of hair. Tell me who this is immediately.
Wipeout!
Meet Gary Shields from Atlanta, Georgia.
Really sweet niblets.
And I think it's quite obvious he's a Tina Turner fan. Oh, Topple Towers love you, baby. And so do we.
Well, that's what you get for running the course in stilettos, Johnny. Whoa, what's with a Thunderdome?
Where's my wig?
That was a wig? It's like I can't believe in anything anymore. Oh!
Well, except for Wipeout. You see, I believe in big ball bashing, oh, sucker punch smashing, oh, biker bar thrashing, and yes, fling set mashing wipeouts. Oh, but what I believe in most is topple tower tumbling. It's the most magical stunt of the day. It's got a better cash reward than the Tooth Fairy. Oh, it's scarier than monsters under the bed. Oh, and it makes more special deliveries than the Easter Bunny. Or my Nana. She's a mail
carrier, yeah, we know.
Okay, true story. Who's delivering the next Wipeout? Jill?
No,
oh my God, who's that behind her? Jill, turn around. There's a sinister, squat man behind you.
Johnny, I don't think she can hear us.
Jill, turn around. Oh my God, Johnny, I can't look, I can't look.
Johnny, what? She's fine. It's just our next contestant, horror film fan Brian Buckley.
Oh, without the mask, he's kind of like a hairless teddy bear, which, by the way, is my email address.
Oh! Johnny, I think our horror fan is more of a scream queen. Sounds a little more butch and slow-mo, but not much.
Be careful, Brian. The screams are coming from inside the topple towers.
Get out of the topple towers, man.
Whoa, this horror fan just got Blair Witch slapped by the topple towers.
I think you're right, Johnny. I think Brian's quitting.
Too cold? What a Halloweenie.
Oh, guys, I guess that Brian's decided to quit. Ooh, it's of course too scary for you.
I'd be careful, Jill. Remember, they left Jason in the water. He came back at the end.
Yeah, I'd hate to be her down at the course all by herself.
Wish you could be out here, guys. It'd be really nice. See you out here.
Let's go back down to the course with our next contestant, 49-year-old Grandpa John Rogers.
I'm big, I'm fast, I'm far from last. I'm Gramps, and I'm ready to dominate Wipeout.
I think Gramps is off his medication.
Jill, what's with the Giza?
Grandpa, $50,000, what would that buy you?
The main thing I'm gonna do is put the money in a college fund for my 2 granddaughters. And then one of my dreams is to open up a flower shop.
Well, did you bring me any flowers today?
Well, my 6-year-old granddaughter told me to, and
And you didn't listen to her?
no, not this time.
Not a good start if you want to get your own flower shop.
Let's see if Gramps can make his flower power pay off.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. Old Gramps gets mowed down.
Maybe our flower-powered Gramps can deliver on the second set of towers.
Yeah! Here, in lieu of flowers, he says it with wipeouts.
Gramps up to the sucker punch.
Like roses, the colors of the sucker punch paint have meaning. Yellow is friendship, pink is happiness, and orange... Oh! Yeah, well, orange means you're gonna need an ice pack.
Wow, that's tough.
Well, consider it training for the cutthroat world of floral arrangement.
Right now, Gramps has to put the pedals to the metal. It's time for the big balls.
They love me, they love me not. Oh, they definitely love me. Gramps gave us a faceplant, and that is the gift that keeps on giving. The big balls are no place for pansies, John.
But the top of the course is a place for a man with a plan, Sean Hughes.
What an amazing vest, John. Is it magic? Whoa! He almost made it across the topple towers. I'm gonna need to order some of those vests for my shuffleboard squad.
Sean and his vest now work in the second set of topple towers.
Well, I've got to find out more about this mysterious man and his magical gear.
Okay, so tell me what's with this vest?
Well, I'm really into safety, and I figured where better could I emphasize my safety net than here at Wipeout.
So is there like bubble wrap all over your house or something?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Lining the walls, especially my stairs.
Do you have cotton floors?
I wish.
So true. Safety first.
Safety first, Sean can't be too serious about safety. He's taking on a biker bar.
Try this at home.
No, do it here. That way we can film it and embarrass you on national television.
No.
Ooh, safety first, Sean shows us the jump, tuck, and fall technique. That actually seems unsafe.
Speaking of safety, there is no safer way to play Wipeout than in the comfort of your own home, which is great for protecting my sensitive skin from things like fresh air and sunshine. Now I get to play you, John Anderson. Up next, folks, Captain No Fun John Anderson. Check it out, huh?
That guy's terrible.
That guy's you.
Why don't you quit playing? We have a show to do. We got to move forward.
What, is it the nickname? How about athletic supporter?
Was that necessary?
All right.
Let's check in on a real contestant, please.
What's all this about, Johnny?
That's Chelsea Robbins. She's a bird scientist.
An ornithologist? I love ornithology.
You are a strange bird, Henson. Chelsea, migrating to the first set of topple towers.
Wow! Terrific stuff.
Holy red-tailed weed eater. She made it across, the first one today.
Oh, but she gets her wings clipped on the second set, Johnny.
You know, Jill had a hen party with Chelsea earlier.
Who's this on here?
This is my bird nerd, which is definitely embodies me. I'm a super bird nerd.
I got the same shirt, a size smaller.
What's your favorite bird?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna go with the barn owl.
What's the scientific name?
Oh, me.
I don't remember that one.
No!
Striga, something or other.
Striga's hippopotamus.
Totally.
The barn owl is Tyto alba. Stay in school, kids.
Chelsea, the bird nerd, flapping over to take on the fling set.
Oh my goodness, holy frijoles!
Ah, the Frijoles maximus, a large flightless bird from South America.
Oh, the bird nerd, neither a wing nor a prayer.
She ran into that curtain like it was a clean window, Johnny.
Chelsea swooping in, though, with an impressive time of 3:54.
Whoa, is there another owl on the course?
No, Johnny, we have saved the best for last, our 1,000th Wipeout contestant.
1,000 contestants!
The lucky guy is Quan Pham, who is handling the honor, as you can see, with all the dignity it deserves.
Jill, tell us about this unique snowflake.
Looks like he's not done dancing yet.
Oh, boy, slapping it.
Quan, are you single?
Yes, I am.
No!
I'll take anybody. So, you know, women, plants, anything.
So,
keep it,
really picky.
Very picky. Yeah.
Creepy. So I'll date any Quan as a cereal date. Literally. He'll date cereal. No! And now he's soggy.
Well, I'll tell you this, Johnny. I'll date any Quan is truly 1 in 1,000. Now Quan looking for some action from the sucker punch.
Goes for the handhold. No! Should have bought the sucker punch dinner. Oh! Clear rejection, John McQuan, not picking up on the signals, and he makes it.
Wow, the sucker punch clearly saying no, but Quan means yes, and he's moved on to the big balls.
Hello, big red ball.
Hello, little green Quan.
Hey, Motivator gives him a little slap for being fresh, but it didn't faze him. On to that last one. He conquers this, too.
Ladies are gonna love that. No, but not that. Gets a love tap from the biker bar, something he's used to doing himself.
Quan quickly back to his feet and...
Oh! I'll date any Quan to get shot down by the biker bar. You gotta give him credit, John. That's only the second time he's wiped out today.
Quan Pham now making a pass on the swing set. No!
He denied. I'll date any Quan had a quick summer fling with our fling set.
But Quan will get a second date with the Wipeout course as he moves on to the next round, along with mall rat Ashley Coleman, funky fresh Abe and Vincent, and biker babe Michelle Marshall.
Also moving on is flower powered Gramps John Rogers, Sean Safety First Hughes, and bird nerd Chelsea Robbins. Our qualifier took us from a double dozen down to 1 dozen. Among our remaining contestants, I'll date any Quan Pham, mall rat Ashley Coleman, and funky fresh Abe and Vincent.
Along with Gary, Tina Turner Shields, flower power Gramps John Rogers, and the bird nerd Chelsea Robbins.
You know, John, I used to be in the rap game.
Of course you were.
Yeah, in junior high, I was assistant vice treasurer of the rap club, but my prep school cut the funding. Boy! The next obstacle.
The overdrive.
All right, tell them how it's done.
Contestants will start on this 10-foot-high platform. They must enter the steering wheel on the green spot, exit off the red spot, crossing one of 3 obstacles to the finish. But they have to avoid our windshield wipers, and if they wipe out or go under one of the sweepers, they have to go back and start it all over. For 6 contestants to make it through, move on to the next round. So let's get right down to the pictures, descriptions, and accounts.
John, what a brave-looking bunch of contestants we have today.
You guys, is anybody else really scared?
You spoke too soon there, Johnny.
My heart's pounding.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Funky fresh Aben in the hizzy. He's getting all up in the overdrive's grill, and he makes it to the center. Oh, are we trying to clean the funk off of Aben?
That's nice, yes.
No, Johnny, that's just a bonus gift for our contestants, slippery foam. Safety first, throwing caution to the wind, making a run for it.
Ooh, the sweeper tries for a 3-fer, but none down so far.
Scratch that and scratch flower-powered Gramps, followed by 1 low-riding hog. Funky fresh Aben ventures from the center. John, is that what the kids call fly?
No, I don't think so. Oh, that is.
Tina leaps in tandem with Biker Babe onto the green. Oh!
Tina gets turned upside down.
And the Biker Babe's down, too. I'll date any Quan makes a desperate attempt to get into the action.
Which is not unusual for him.
Flower Power Gramps, not content to be a wallflower anymore, takes off from the center, and he's there.
I'll date any Quan, however, is under and out. It's springtime, and Bird Nerd has answered the call of the overdrive.
Talk about full service, Johnny. Now our contestants getting a wash.
Where's that?
Flower Power Gramps goes tiptoeing through the tulips. Oh, he gets boutonniered.
Safety first is on the green, obeying the overdrive's every rule, and he makes it to the middle.
Funky Fresh Aben is trying to jump his way to the middle, and he makes it. John, safety is important.
Watch out!
And there are 4 rules that every safety-conscious person should follow.
Watch out!
It's always important to keep a cool head.
Watch out!
Know where the exits are.
Watch out!
Don't test electrical sockets with a fork.
Oh, watch out!
And always watch out for low-flying bird nerves. Ooh, dirty bird. Oh, for that you get another bird back. Meanwhile, back at the ramp, Tina is working those gorgeous gams trying to get back to the center.
He makes it and turning up the heat on the competition.
Oh, he is acting like a girl half his age.
Bird Nerd has flown the coop and she's looking for a place to nest.
She is Cougar for sweeper on.
Still, though, nobody has made it to the finish platform.
Hold on.
What?
Nothing.
I'm confused. I don't know where to go.
Then allow me. Enter on green, exit on red. Don't let the sweeper bar go over your head.
Mallrat scurries up for another run at the center.
Eesh.
Have her mom pick her up out front. She is ready to go home.
Safety first, Sean staying in the crosswalk. He is headed for the clearly marked exit. Ooh, a bit of a speed bump there. Off the unstable table to the finish. This guy had the best time in the qualifier, and now Sean the first to move on here.
Flower Power Graham's trying to join the garden party at the finish line, but looks like he's going to be pushing up Daisy. You know what I like about Funky Fresh Aben?
What's that?
He likes big jumps.
And you cannot lie.
Oh, he's down, but he is too legit to quit. Oh, and now he's got a round thing in his face. John, I do believe, yes, he's sprung.
Funky Fresh Aben comes in right behind safety first Sean. That leaves 4 spots open for the wipeout zone.
All right, I got 2 fellas over here. Where's my lady?
Mallrat flies out of there like she's trying to beat the crowd at 20% off glamour shots.
Jumps to the unstable table and count her in for the next round. Strike a pose.
Just 3 spots left, and Tina Turner is trying to private dance his way into one of them. He is heading backwards towards the green, but Bird Nerd cries foul, sending Tina right back to where he started.
How scary.
Speaking of scary, I'll date anyone trying to make a match with the finish platform. On our green ball, a leap away from a date with destiny.
Oh, that's Quan down and 2 more to go. Fantastic job.
Oh.
Can't imagine why he has trouble finding a date.
Well, this time Tina's headed in the right direction.
Oh, but he is rolling down the green ball.
2 spots left, and Flower Power Gramps is still in bloom, refusing to wilt under the pressure, avoiding all those thorns.
Holy gourmet gift basket, John. He's gonna make it. Throw in some baby's breath and wrap him up. He is moving on.
I made it!
I know. Stop yelling at me.
John, how can biker babes see through all that goop?
Oh, can't. Just 1 spot left, and Tina Turner is going for it. Queen of rock and roll attempting to be the queen of the overdrive, and he's got it. It's a good thing he grabbed the last spot, Johnny.
Why is that, man?
Because that is a hard act to follow.
Oh no! Matt said Helen's is erupting from my butt.
That's perfectly normal.
You're all moving on.
And let's check our leaderboard. First, we have Sean Safety First Hughes, Funky Fresh Aben Vincent, Mallrat Ashley Coleman, I'll Date Any Quan Pham, Flower Power Gramps John Rogers, and Gary Tina Turner Shields.
These 6 will be moving on to the next round, but only 4 will get a shot at the Wipeout Zone and $50,000.
The overdrive took us from 12 contestants to 6 in our last round.
Alas, thine is a bitter, bitter pill. Surely you joust.
Jest?
Just what?
Just 6 people remain, and here they are. Sean Safety First Hughes, Funky Fresh Aben Vincent, Ashley Coleman the Mallrat, I'll Date Any Quan Pham, Flower Power Gramps John Rogers, and Gary Tina Turner Shields. That is a terrific hat.
By my troth, we journey hither to the land of medieval Wipeout.
Okay.
The medieval Wipeout consists of 4 stages. Contestants will start with a sprint across the rack, but they'll also have to be aware of the ring of armor, the joust, and the mace ball. They must make it over the bouncing drawbridges, through the royal rug pull, and finally past the wicked step spires to the finish. And forsooth, beware my knight and my lady, raining down terror with medieval produce.
And the whole point of the exercise, of course, is that the 4 fastest times move on to the wipeout zone. So how about we just get down to the action, huh? Our first nobleman, Gary Tina Turner Shields.
What the? Hi, be nice to me.
Let's see if those nerves get the best of him, huh? He is off and on the rack. Oh, the cabbage. Watch out, my liege. Rough start, but he is under that mace ball, and now it's the bouncy bridges.
Oh, Tina takes the plunge. Fortunately, without Ike this time.
But unfortunately, that swim over the next obstacle took its time on Tina's clock. Oh,
he was rolling. Rolling on the rug pull.
Tina, over to our next challenge, but those swims really eating up time. And he's going for another one.
Come on, Gary.
I can.
Don't give up. Yes, you can, Gary. You are simply the best.
Tina known for the legs that just won't quit. The question is, will they be fast enough?
His time already over 11 minutes, but really it all depends on what kind of performances we get from the other contestants.
No! Tina hit by the hot tar.
He did stop the clock. His number, 11-11.
Tina's trial is over now. All he can do is hope that time holds up.
Time now to see how Flower Power Gramps John Rogers handles this thing.
Flower power!
Woo! He's gonna fall.
Well, I hope so, or we don't have a show.
We're putting him on the rack first, Johnny.
Go Gramps is right.
Yeah, it's quite a strong showing from our Flower Power Gramps.
One might even call it pungent, John.
Oh,
when he gets his stems cut by the joust, what incarnation is he doing?
Since he didn't make contact with a bouncy drawbridge, he actually has to try this all over again.
Whoa, did Flower Power Gramps just get pelted with vegetation? It's like throwing an egg at a chicken. But he's up and he's onto the bouncing drawbridges. Oh, and into the moat.
Flower Power Gramps making excellent time through each obstacle here. Now he's up to the royal rug pole. Oh, uprooted there, but he stays on. He's up over the joust. Oh, into the weeds.
Yeah, Flower Power Gramps fell flat on his iris.
Ah, not on the head.
Flower Power Gramps still way ahead of Tina Turner's time as he makes his way up to the wicked step spires. There's that hot tar again.
Flower Power Gramps with his sights on the wipeout zone. Whoa, ring around the rosy, but the clock won't stop until he plants his feet.
And Flower Power Gramps comes in at an impressive 4:56, just destroying Tina's time.
I don't think our knight and wench are through making enemies here in Wipeout.
And for their next foe, we have our front runner for the day, Sean Safety First Hughes.
Get on board the safety bus. Woo!
That's right, kids. So hop on board the magic safety bus, buckle your seatbelts, and get ready for a slow tour of the medieval era. On your right, you'll see an angry knight hurling vegetables. Talk about stranger danger, and if you look to your left, you won't see a medieval joust coming to knock you off the rack.
But if Safety Sean can beat Flower Power Gramps' time of 4:56, he'll clinch a spot in the wipeout zone.
He's flying, though.
Yeah, he was the first to fall off the rack, but he is a quick swimmer and already up to the bridges and not wasting any time.
No! He should have looked both ways before crossing the bouncing drawbridges.
His safety vest, Johnny, barely hanging on. Look at it. It has seen better days.
Oh, it's okay to watch, Jill. Here, take a look in super slow-mo. You gotta love the modern world, Johnny.
Oh, no. His safety vest came off. I don't know how this is going to work.
He's a full minute ahead of Flower Power Gramps. This guy has dominated everything we put in front of him today. Yo!
Doing so good.
With that fall, we have an upset brewing. Flower Power Gramps beating the most dominant player of the day.
Safety First doused with that hot tar and looking exhausted as he gets dragged back. Remember, contestants have to complete this stage in order to finish their run.
He's not going to beat Gramps, but he can still stop the clock if he just stands up now. And he is done, finishing with a time of 5:13.
That means Flower Power Gramps John Rogers will be moving on.
Jill.
So tell me, how do you think you did?
Horrible.
Why?
That was so
Why do you say that?
I lost the safety vest and went downhill from there. I'm lost without it. I need my vest.
Well, if there's one person who can find you that safety vest on sale and in your color, it's our one and only lady in waiting, Mall Rat Ashley Coleman. Wasn't it the mall rats that caused the bubonic plague, Johnny?
Even if they didn't, our course certainly putting up a good effort to exterminate her. But if Ashley can beat Sean's safety first time of 5:13, she'll clinch a spot in the wipeout zone. Oh, look out!
What a scream.
Yeah, it sounded like she was being put through some medieval torture. My work here is done, Anderson.
Mall Rat not as strong a swimmer as our earlier contestants. Oh!
Jill is speechless yet again. Now, that's what I call a damsel in distress. What's going on?
Because I don't know. She's just hiding from the night and the winch, and she's wasting a lot of time.
She's already passed the times of Flower Power Gramps and Safety First. The Mall Rat finally braving that barrage from above. More trouble as Mall Rat gets hit with that hot tar. Oh, but she slides off.
Since she pulled her face out of the stone, she gets to be king.
Long live the Mall Rat. Or fast move the Mall Rat if she wants to record any kind of competitive time. And it's 9:14. Not enough to guarantee her a spot in the wipeout zone, but but she is ahead of Tina Turner, so there's hope.
That means Flower Power Gramps John Rogers and safety guy Sean Hughes will be moving on.
Our next competitor, Funky Fresh Aben, is down with Jill.
You smell that? Is that you?
I thought it was you. I'm
What
sorry.
is that? You thought it was me?
I didn't want to be rude.
God.
I guess Aben is a little more funky than fresh. You know what I'm saying, Johnny?
All he has to do is beat Mallrat's time of 9:14 to guarantee his spot in the zone.
Wow, Aiden's just flying through this.
Yeah, he's putting in a kingly effort, and he has made it to the drawbridge. Oh, face to the face.
Funky Fresh Aben's jump looking spot on, but then the mace was up to no good. That was bad for him.
Onto the royal rug pull. Oh, and that mace again.
9:14 the time to beat, and Aben going through at record pace. Oh, he's looking pretty jiggy with it. Funky Fresh Aben now aspiring to excel on the spires. He's been playing second fiddle to safety first Sean all day, but ignoring the tar, and he is finishing in a remarkable time of 2:16.
Kneel and be knighted, my worthy friend.
Hey, Aben, you're moving on to the wipeout zone.
So with the new best time of the day, Funky Fresh Aben is Wipeout Zone bound, Tina Turner's eliminated, and our mall rat still has a chance to make it to the zone, so the final Wipeout Zone spot is in the hands of I'll Date Any Quan Fam, our 1,000th contestant.
Let's see if Quan's gonna be lucky.
It's not a word I'd use for someone entering our medieval wipe-a-lot. There's the mall rat's time to beat. If I'll Date Any Quan can do it in less than 9 minutes and 14 seconds, he'll be moving on to the wipeout zone. If not, then that spot belongs to the mall rat. And Quan getting tripped up quite a bit here, but he is onto the bouncing drawbridges. Oh, manages to keep his balance. Oh, unbelievable. I'll Date Any Quan falls head over heels, but he is on to our next obstacle.
Watch it there.
Yay! Nobody tells our knight to watch it.
Oh, 1-2 combo. He's finally getting hit on, Johnny.
I'll Date Any Quan is really taking a beating here, Johnny. He is back up for the royal rug pull. Can't swim ahead after that wipeout because he didn't actually enter the obstacle the last time.
Oh, and he has a long-distance relationship with our jousting stick. I'll Date Any Quan may not be able to get a date, but our sweeper arm seems to be attracted to him.
I'll Date Any Quan at the base of the Wicked Step Spires, one stage away from the finish. 4.5 minutes left to beat the mall rat. No! Second look here.
Our jousting stick takes him out for dinner and a drink. I'll Date Any Quan back up to the Wicked Step Spire. Completely misses the tar this time. Whoa! Did that count?
Clearly, both feet landed on the platform, which means I'll Date Any Quan beats out Mall Rat with a time of 6:07. So our 1,000th contestant will move along with Sean Safety First Hughes, Flower Power Gramps, John Rogers, and Funky Fresh Aben Vincent.
24 show up in the morning with dreams of glory, but only 4 can make it to the wipeout zone.
Which tonight is made up of the following stages. It starts with the catapult, flying through the air and splashing down. They'll swim over to our second obstacle, the spin cycle. Contestants go for a ride in these giant foamy drums. And once across, they'll have to make a perfectly timed jump onto the exit platform.
And then it's on to the triple threat. 3 platforms of sweeper trees trying to send you for a swim, followed by the rib raid, where contestants must run across as many ribs as possible in order to land closer to the last leg of the journey, the gauntlet.
Which begins with the spiked whacker. And after they've struck, it's a run through the arms and dangerous and onto the finish platform to stop the clock.
4 contestants remain, but only 1 will walk away with the $50,000. Up first, I'll Date Any Quan.
Oh, yeah.
Let's review Quan's trip to the zone. Our 1,000 contestant Quan Fam was single and looking for love in all the wrong places. After a lovely first date with our qualifier, he showed us he was ready to commit. After a tough stretch on the overdrive and wipe-a-lot, we'll see if this relationship has what it takes to go all the way. And now the time is upon us once again. Our fabulous 4 against each other, against the wipeout zone for $50,000. Quan Fam asking for a little help from the wipeout gods.
Whoa, a huge launch and an even bigger belly flop.
Not showing any ill effects from that landing as he hits the spin cycle. Tonight, that thing filled with heaping mounds of foam. Quan checking it out, leaping right in. Oh, ricocheted off the side there.
Yeah, it's so difficult, John. The foam weighs you down. It's impossible to see. Oh, little confetti cannon going off to celebrate tonight's wipeout zone.
Quan just can't seem to solve this rotating riddle. On the side, up top, sliding over. Finally has things under control, easing toward the exit platform. Very casually just crawls out. Wow. Just over 2 minutes, and he heads off to the triple threat.
Quan getting drilled by the water hose, distracting him, making traction a problem.
Takes a little nudge there from a sweeper arm, staying on that second table.
Well, as far as he knows, that nudge is affection.
He is now onto the final platform. Sucker punch, big ball, spin cycle, yeah, and now the triple threat, the obstacle Quan is beaten. But now he has to take on the rib rage. Run fast, run soft, Johnny. Quan rolling early. Oh, and he's finally gone down in the zone.
Yeah, he made it about 6 ribs in, but a slight misstep sent him right down into the water.
That is his first wipeout, which means he's putting up a fantastic time, but he still has to finish it off with a run through the gauntlet. First on the menu, spiked whackers. Oh, he eats it, Johnny, right down into the water again.
Yeah, Quan just tried to fake it out. Never a good move on this obstacle, John.
Right back up for a second attempt on the gauntlet. Quan putting up a great time, 6:33 so far. If he can finish it off, he will put a lot of pressure. Whoa! A misstep and he falls.
Yeah, it looked like he had almost made it past, but it got just enough of his foot to knock him in.
So 8 minutes gone, and now a third try on the gauntlet. He was doing so well, but Quan leaking some serious oil now.
Oh, a brutal shot to the ribcage, and Quan is just getting worked over by the gauntlet.
I'll date any Quan up for a fourth gauntlet try. Swim just eating up the clock. Quan now at the 10:20 mark, and still the arms and dangerous to go.
As we said earlier, John, it's all about finding a pattern, and Quan better figure one out quickly.
Looks like he might actually have it down. Oh, yeah, almost to the final platform. Here he goes. Oh, yikes, still has to get to his feet before that clock will stop. Scrambling, now he's up. And Quan Fan, a time of 10:41, but 6 minutes of that spent on the gauntlet.
Our 1,000th contestant celebrating. Remember, ladies, he's single.
Up next, trying to better Quan's time.
This does not seem safe.
Sean's safety first Hughes.
Let's go.
Let's recap his journey to the zone.
Sean's safety first Hughes completed a speedy inspection of the qualifier and the overdrive, posting the best times of the day. He posted a solid time on the medieval Wipeout and gave it a stamp of approval, sending him safely to the Wipeout zone.
Safety first, Sean definitely one of, if not the strongest competitor of the entire day. Second to take on the zone here, Quan watching from the sidelines. The time to beat 10:41. Sean into catapult. Cut the line, Johnny. Yeah!
Whoa. Safety first and face first straight into the zone, setting him up nicely for the spin cycle.
Sean going in feet first, very low risk, and now covered with foam.
Yeah, look at him. He's making a mad dash, closing in on the exit platform if he can just keep up his speed. No! A stumble right at the critical moment. That has got to be demoralizing.
Hold on.
Circling the entire way around again, back to the exit platform now. How about a celebration shower? Sean is out of the spin cycle. His time about 15 seconds better than Quan's. Right onto the triple threat, onto the second. Johnny getting sprayed by those water cannons. Oh, a huge hit to the gut.
Oh, you can't avoid what you don't see, and he just got drilled in the midsection.
Quan made it through here on the first try. Back onto that second platform, makes it to the third this time. One more leap will set him up for a run on the rib rage. There you go, now poised for the dash for cash. Slowed a little there, and that's all it takes.
Yeah, you gotta protect yourself at all times, but the safety expert face plants right into the rib rage.
Sean needs to make up about a minute to catch and pass Quan. Oh, the spike whackers took him out.
Yeah, they are so fast and furious, it's almost impossible to cross on your first attempt.
Now for a second try in the gauntlet. Sean, safety first Hughes, no danger there. One obstacle left. Quan's got to be a little nervous. Sean already at the arms and dangerous.
And he has the pattern down already.
Whoa, and he has taken down Quan. It appears Sean has his mojo back. He takes over the lead with a remarkable time, 7 minutes, 24 seconds.
Well done. Very exciting start to the Wipeout zone, but don't forget, we still have 2 more contestants left to go.
In the lead, we have safety first Sean Hughes, but on deck, it's Flower Power Gramps, John Rogers.
Send me off. I'm ready.
Let's see how Gramps got to the zone.
Flower Power! Flower Power Gramps, John Rogers, made his granddaughters proud today in the qualifier, then stopped to smell the roses on the overdrive, and that almost led to him going home. After storming the medieval Wipeout, he is hoping victory will bloom in the Wipeout zone.
Go, Gramps. Flower Power. Go, Gramps.
It's a battle of safety versus flowers, allowance versus pension. Let's see what happens, Johnny.
Oh, that never gets old. Gramps flying into the zone.
John, it looks like the catapult gave him the senior citizens discount.
Out of the water and onto our next obstacle, the spin cycle, filled with all that foam. Everybody has had some sort of issue with this thing tonight. Gramps falling back down to the bottom, trying to get himself straightened out and steadied, heading back to the top of the drum.
He must have his own strategy plan here.
Coming around to the exit platform, I'm not sure if he has the strength to pull himself out of there.
And he just sort of flops down onto the platform. Oh, now struggling to hang on. Is he going to slip or stand?
No, I think he got it, yes.
He is on the same pace set by safety first Sean. As he heads to the triple threat, this could be the difference maker. Oh! Mashing!
Woo! Straight shot right to the face. He didn't see that coming.
Flower Power Gramps, giving things here a second try.
Gotta give him credit, John. Flower Power Gramps still has a lot of fight left in him. He's been giving the youngsters a run for their money all day.
Got it.
Sean's anxiety level raising as he watches Flower Power Gramps pushing forward. Oh, right down in the drink, Johnny.
Yeah, he went for it, but only made it about halfway through.
Which means a tough swim over the gauntlet. Right now, he's just a few seconds behind Sean, making his move. Oh, the spiked whackers take Gramps out.
They plucked him straight off that gauntlet.
I know he's getting tired right now.
He's gonna have to run this next one clean, John.
He has about 10 seconds left if he wants to take home the crown. It's improbable, not impossible. 6 seconds at arms and dangerous. He's gonna get one sprint. No, sir!
No, Flower Power Gramps is in the water. His day is done. And safety first Sean is still in the lead, unless Funky Fresh Aben Vincent can beat him.
Let's see how this fly guy got into the wipeout zone.
Funky Fresh Aben Vincent started his morning by getting down with our qualifier. Then he shook things up on the overdrive and took second place. Now, after a truly impressive time on the medieval Wipeout, he has popped and locked himself into a spot in the wipeout zone.
Yeah! It is showtime for Funky Fresh Aben, and it is fitting that it comes down to these two fellas. They have been the best players all day.
Yeah, safety first bested Funky Fresh in both the qualifier and the overdrive, but this is the wipeout zone.
With a soaring launch and a superior landing.
Yeah, he got tons of air, but managed to keep his composure and made a nice entry.
Now he is onto the spin cycle. That foam, it looks so nice, but it's really a huge hassle. We have seen from the last 3 contestants just how tricky this obstacle can be. Oh, seeing a slippery slide back down.
Yeah, this thing between the rotating and the foam, it makes it so hard to find your bearings.
Here he is grasping onto one of those side supports. The spin cycle slowing down a bit. Aben coming around, climbing out onto that edge, and a perfectly timed leap onto the exit platform.
Yeah, Sean doesn't like the look of that. Aben, mere seconds ahead of the pace, but now he's onto the triple threat. He is just burning through the zone.
Aben perfect through the obstacles leading up to the rib rage and not slowing down.
Oh, and falls right into the water.
Aben made it through 5 of the 10 ribs. Not the worst of swims to the gauntlet. First taking on the spiked whacker. Oh, look out! Mauled immediately.
Funky Fresh Aben's gonna be left with that not-so-funky fresh feeling.
Only 4 minutes in, still has 3.5 minutes to take home top prize. Only the arms and dangers between Aben and the finish. Oh! Missed the pattern, misstepped, and misplayed.
Funky Fresh Aben takes a hard shot, and that's gonna leave a mark.
So it is back for a 3rd gauntlet attempt. Still has some margin for error, but a wipeout would erase most of that.
Less than 2 minutes now if he wants to take home the cash.
Aben at the arms and dangerous, needs to find that rhythm. Punching down and skirting those spinning arms. Looking great, Johnny. Bringing the funk and the noise. Funky Fresh Aben with a spectacular and winning time of 5:49.
Congratulations, you just won Wipeout. You just won $50,000.
Yeah! Unbelievable finish. John Funky Fresh Aben takes home the victory.
Word. That's going to do it for us, but tune in next week when we have 24 new contestants, a whole lot of new obstacles, and of course, a lot more wipeouts. Till then, I'm John Anderson.
And for our colleague Jill Wagner, I'm John Ensign saying good night and big ball.